1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Joey Hurley.
And I'm Chris Peterson.
We are here home at the home of the Owlz Stadium in Orem, Utah. We're in a 3-game series against the Casper Rockies. Today is Game 1. An interesting time in the season right now. We had a day off yesterday.
It's the do-over time.
It's do-over time.
Yes.
It's like, I get another chance time. The last game, we faced the Ogden Raptors, which was the last game of the first half of the season. And the Ogden Raptors, what's that? Oh, that was the first game of the new half of the season.
Right.
Sorry. We played Ogden Raptors 3 times. The first one ended the season. The middle one was a limbo game.
Throwaway, doesn't count game.
And then the last one we faced was the first game of this new half of the season. So the Ogden Raptors won the first half, and they're going to the playoffs. But now we start the second half.
And suddenly you're British.
And we play drama, and we go for a dance. And
so we put the wickets up there and see if we can get them through.
Mm-hmm. The Casper Rockies now have a record of 1-0. And the Orem Owlz with a record of 0-1, thanks to our game against the Ogden Raptors, where we lost 6-2. Another disappointing game for the Owls. Gosh.
Anyway,
it's all right. The last time we played the Casper Rockies was about a week ago. We were played at their home, and we had a doubleheader one of the days because of a horrible rainstorm the first day, and we lost both games of the doubleheader, one 4-0 and one 2-0, and then we won the last game in that 3-game series against the Rockies. I forgot the score on that one. Do you remember the score in the last game?
The score was...
It was like 6-5 favor of us, something like that. I think we won by 1.
Yeah, something
1 or
ridiculously
2.
Close.
Yeah. Well, so today we face the Casper Rockies in the first game in this 3-game series. Let's go ahead and go over what's going on in the world today. It's 82 degrees out here at the stadium. 5 mile an hour winds. Wind heading in an easterly direction. 36% humidity today.
It's downright pleasant.
It is very nice today. Not hot, not too cold. It's gorgeous. Let's go over the starting lineup for tonight so we don't miss that. First, for the Casper Rockies, starting off tonight will be number 1, Corey Wimberly, playing shortstop. Batting second, the second baseman, number 2, Eric Young Jr. Batting third will be the designated hitter, number 5, Cole Garner. In the cleanup position, first baseman, Kyle Blumenthal, number 54. In the fifth position, number 27, left fielder, Trevor Allen. Batting sixth will be third baseman, Daniel Mayora. Batting seventh, center fielder, number 44, Dexter Fowler. Batting eighth, the catcher for the Rockies, Ramon Rodriguez. And batting ninth for the Casper Rockies, right fielder, Maurice Lupader. Pitching tonight for the Casper Rockies will be Chaz Roe. Chaz Roe is a right-handed pitcher from Lexington, Kentucky. Comes into the game with a record of 1-1, 3.68 ERA. He had 4 game starts so far, 14 and 2/3 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts in the season, and 12 walks.
Yeah, he's pretty darn good.
Yes.
The number 1 draft pick for the Rockies this year.
Yep.
Well, actually, there were two first-rounders for the Rockies. He was the second of the first round for the Rockies. But anyways, I like him a lot. Over to the Owls now. We're going to be leading off with Brad Kuhn in left field. Playing shortstop, batting second, Heinley Stacia. Playing third base, Dallas Morris back in the lineup and batting third tonight.
All right.
Cleaning up tonight, first baseman, Mark Trumbo. Catching and batting fifth will be Brett Martinez. Billy Boyer in the sixth spot, playing second base. Doing the designated hitting duty is going to be Colby Overstreet, batting seventh. Batting eighth and playing right field, Josh Coles. And rounding it all off, batting ninth, playing center field, Stantrell Smith.
All right.
Very familiar lineup.
Yeah.
And pitching tonight for the Owls, Stephen Merrick. He's a right-handed pitcher. He's been getting better and better. He lost his last start, his first loss of the season.
Yeah.
He's now 0-1. But look, he's got a great line on it. He pitched 4 2/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, only 1 earned run. But that 1 earned run was enough to get him the loss. And I believe that was the 2-0 loss.
On the second game of the doubleheader?
I think so. Either that or the 4-0 loss.
Okay.
Had some unfortunates with the relief.
Yeah.
But whereas, on the other hand, Chaz Roe, the pitcher for the Rockies tonight, pitched his last game against the Owls, only gave up 2 hits and struck out 7 in 6 innings. Had a great game.
6 innings?
No. Yes, 6 innings.
That's his last outing.
Struck out 5 and 3 walks. Only gave up the 2 hits, though, and no runs, and picked up his win.
Merrick now has an ERA of 9.35, 8 2/3 innings pitched so far.
Wait.
Right?
9.35?
Am I wrong?
I sure hope so. I have 4.08.
Interesting.
Let me look at that. We're going to check our
you're right.
sources here.
I'm sorry. I was looking at the one underneath him, Tim Madison. I apologize. 0-1, 4.08 for Merrick. 28 2/3 innings pitched, 21 strikeouts, 10 walks.
I'm sure glad I caught you on that.
Nice work. That was the only thing I didn't do right here. The only thing I've ever done wrong in my life.
Well, I've only been, broadcasting with you for a little while now, a couple of weeks, and I've only seen that one error. That's pretty amazing. And that includes you doing the full quoting with the puppets on your hands of Muppets in Space. And I was impressed that you got that down word for word.
I never make a mistake when it comes to Muppets. You watch your mouth.
Okay.
So tonight we'll be playing the Casper Rockies here. We're almost ready to get started out there. Some Owlz news for you. Jose Caldera has come back to the roster.
Welcome home.
Yeah, he was up in AAA Salt Lake Stingers for about a week or so, but he's back in the lineup. Not in the lineup, but in the roster. And also Kevin Lynch is still with the AA team, the Arkansas Travelers, still hanging out with them.
I think that might be the key to us winning again. We've only had one Venezuelan at a time. We now have 2. And when you have 2 Venezuelans, you know what that means. Watch out.
I don't. Please explain.
Well, you see, the 2 Venezuelans together, and not just 2 Venezuelans, one city boy, one from out in the country.
Oh, so it's
Caldera's from Caracas.
Right.
And Silva is from Coetes. And so they complement each other. Oh, wait, the game's going to start.
Here comes the first pitch of the game, top of the first inning. Scoreless game. The first pitch to Corey Wimberly is a slow curve on the outside for ball 1. 1-0 count. Corey Wimberly batting right now for the Rockies. Here's his 1-0 pitch. Bunts that one, and it's fair called foul down the first base line, just bouncing along the chalk. Strike 1 for Wimberly. 1-1 count. No outs yet. No runners on base. Corey Wimberly at the plate right now for the Rockies. He's from Jacksonville, Florida, batting .343 on the season so far. Last played with Alcorn State.
Some people consider Florida another country. I don't. They seem to be citizens in the United States here. Wimberly, one of the fastest guys in the league.
There's the 1-1 to Wimberly. Fouls that one into the Owls bullpen for strike 2. 1-2 count now for Wimberly.
Up there with 19 stolen bases. I believe leading the league with stolen bases.
I have the league report right here.
That would tell us.
Go over what's going on. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Wimberly. Gets a hold of that one. And that one's called fair down the third base line. Morris at third thought it was foul and just watched it go by all the way down the third base line. And a double for Corey Wimberly. A tricky hit there, just along the line.
Yeah, and like you said, Morris did think it was going foul. And
interesting.
It dropped right on the line.
The umpires for tonight at home plate, Joe Rackley. Out in the field, Ike Boykin. That's your umps for tonight. The men in blue, as they call them. For some reason. Oh, they wear blue.
Only on the top, though. I mean,
those are gray pants, obviously.
I mean, if it was a full suit.
Yeah, like a jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Now batting for the Rockies, Eric Young Jr., the second baseman. He's got a runner on second, no outs. Here's his 0-0 pitch. Outside with a curveball, ball 1. 1-0 count.
Young looks like he's been coming up in his batting average since last time I saw him, at least. And he was batting, I believe, under 200. He's now up to 263 on the season. And he also has quite a few stolen bases with 11. This is a team that relies on stolen bases. As a team, they lead the league in stolen bases, and that generates most of their runs.
There's the 1-0, this time a fastball outside and low, ball 2, 2-0 count. What can you tell me about Merrick, Chris?
I can tell you Merrick is a fine, upstanding man.
Okay.
And young man at that.
What kind of ball does he throw?
Well, Merrick is throwing a fastball in the high 80s here.
There's a 2-0 pitch, fastball right over the plate. Beautiful. 89 miles an hour, 2-1 count now for Young.
Merrick has been doing really well lately to control and work back and forth on the plate and a little bit up and down. He's starting to get the eye level changes a little bit instead of just back and forth on the plate.
Right.
Adding that extra dimension. He also has a curveball and is working on a changeup, and will take a little time out there. But it's been working for him also to be able to play around with the batter's eye to create some strikeouts. In his last outing, he had 7 strikeouts in his 4 2/3 innings pitched. On the season in all, he only had 21 strikeouts and 28 2/3 innings. So you see the strikeout total coming up.
Sure.
And that's a direct result of being able to go back and forth and up and down in the zone and play with the speeds.
There's the 2-1, fastball outside and low, ball 3. 3-1 count now for Young. Still got a runner on second base. Merrick, pitcher for the Owlz, is from Houston, Texas. Last played with the San Jacinto Junior College, acquired in 2004 for the organization.
I just like pitchers from Houston. Some of my favorite pitchers are Roger Clemens and Andy Pettit, and they're both from Houston.
3-1 there is inside and low with a fastball for ball 4. So Eric Young gets walked, the first walk of the game, and the first walk for Stephen Merrick tonight. And now runners on first and second base with no outs for the Rockies. Top of the first, still a scoreless game.
And they're very fast runners on first and second.
Yeah.
So they, with no outs, now you got to do damage control and look for the best way out of this, strike out, double play. But
that would be the ideal.
That would be the ideal. Or a nice infield grounder that would hold the runners on.
Sure.
Or create a force out at third,
Sure.
anything like that. But definitely they need to get a couple away here and get out of this 2-on jam.
Now batting for the Rockies is Cole Garner, the designated hitter from Lakewood, California. Here's his 0-0 pitch. Fouls that one over the right field grandstand. Strike 1 for Garner. Garner is a big man out there in the Pioneer League standings. He's all over the place. 9 home runs for Cole Garner. 31 RBIs for Garner.
He should be up there on extra base hits, I think, too.
Let's see. Nope, he's not. He's tied at second place with 20.
Okay.
But that's pretty darn good. That's not bad. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Garner. Merrick checking his runner at second. Checks him again. There's the 0-1. Gets a hold of it, slaps it out into right center field, and it drops right between Coles and Smith out there in center field in the shallow gap. And runners advance all the way around, bases loaded off a single from Cole Garner.
So no runners come in. Wimberly held up on third. He looked like he wanted to go.
Yeah.
He's a guy with speed. I'm surprised they didn't send him. But didn't want to test out Stantrell Smith's arm, it looks like. The Owls have been practicing a lot of their relays, and they suffered a stretch there where they were overthrowing and having run score on errors.
Especially to first and home. That was not fun to look at. So bases loaded now with no outs, and now batting for the Rockies, the cleanup hitter doing what he's supposed to do in this position.
Well, let's hope not.
Hope not, but yeah.
Hope he suffers the strikeout.
This is Kyle Blumenthal, their first baseman. There's his 0-0 pitch. Fastball outside corner. Nice pitch, 90 miles an hour. Strike 1 for Blumenthal. 0-1 count now.
Unfortunately, Blumenthal only strikes out about 1 every 5 at bat.
Oh, man.
You want one of those guys that's kind of a 1-for-1 ratio.
Right.
Or 1-for-2 ratio. Sorry, 1-for-1. I don't think they'd have a place in this league. That's my error tonight.
There's the 0-1 to Blumenthal, high fastball, and Martinez throws over to third base.
They got Wimberly too far off, and the tag's there. He's out.
Morris got him out there hanging on the base. And
what a shot.
1 out now. No runners on first and second.
I think Wimberly hates Brett Martinez for the Owls. Brett Martinez, the catcher for the Owls.
Yeah.
He's only been caught 6 times in his stolen base attempts, Corey Wimberly. And I think 4 of those, at least 3 of those, were from Brett.
Yeah.
Brett Martinez. So he's one of the only guys that they don't run on so much.
Here comes the 1-1 to Blumenthal. Runners on first and second. Gets a hold of it high, pop fly on the left center field. Going back in the warning track is Bradley Kuhn for the Owls. Kuhn makes the catch out there in deep center field. Here comes the throw in. Runners hold on first and second base. So 2 outs now for the Rockies here in the top of the first, still a scoreless game.
And now the Owls are in a workable position. They got that runner out on third base, and the other runners are on first and second, now 2 away, and they can play at regular depth and just go for the 1 out.
Beautiful. And we've seen them get out of harder situations anyway, so.
We have. I got to say, I'm getting more impressed at how they get out of these.
Yeah, very creative.
One of those, let's start it off with a little bit of excitement, get the crowd at home nervous, and we apologize for that. We're not part of that game plan.
No, we have known nothing. Now batting for the Rockies is number 27, Trevor Allen, the left fielder from Haxton, Colorado. Allen's got a runner on first and second, 2 outs. Here comes Allen's 0-0 pitch. Merrick checking his runners. It's outside corner with a with a curveball. Strike 1, 0-1 count. That one coming in at 76 miles an hour, coming into this right-handed batter, Allen, and then out over the plate. 0-1 count now for Allen.
And Martinez is going to shift around, call a few signs for his infield. And I think he's especially making a couple signs for his middle infielders because you've got another runner there in Eric Young for the Rockies on second base who's got a lot of stolen bases, and maybe they'll try to catch him off.
Okay, here comes the 0-1 to Trevor Allen. Runner still on first and second. Gets a hold of it. Line drive up the middle into center field.
They're going to send a runner home.
Yep, he gets sent home. There's the throw in. Mark Trumbo, the cutoff man out there by the pitcher's mound, doesn't come in fast enough. And a run scored in for the Casper Rockies by Eric Young Jr. coming in. Now the Rockies lead 1-0 here in the top of the first inning and now have runners on first and second. So a single RBI from Trevor Allen. He now has 26 RBIs in the season.
Well, it's not what you wanted. We'd rather give up no runs, but
right.
Considering bases loaded, no outs at one point.
Only letting one in
is quite a bit better.
Yeah. So now batting for the Rockies will be Daniel Mayora, the third baseman from Estado, Venezuela. He's got a runner on first and second. 2 outs on the board up there. Here comes the 0-0 to Mayora. Swing and a miss and a fastball outside. Strike one. Nice pitch, 91 miles an hour. Yeah. Just out of his zone there, reaching for it. 0-1.
That one was a bit high, too, and Mayora looks like one of those chase the high ones kind of guys.
Yeah.
Now with that fastball, we may see another fastball and then a changeup or a breaking ball. Yeah, there's the other fastball.
Yeah, the 0-1 is outside in the dirt, almost 91 miles an hour, ball one. So the 1-1 count now for Mayora. Martinez doing a good job getting on top of that one. It passed him just a bit, but he kept it inside the box, ready to make the throw, but didn't have to.
Now, Merrick's got to get these pitches in those corners to get him in there for strikes so that he can use the off-speed.
There's the 1-1. Cracks that one out into center field. Center fielder's running underneath it. He can't get it. It bounces off the warning track, and here comes another run scored in for the Rockies.
And there's another one.
And another one. And so a double for Daniel Mayora, bringing in 2 runners. He now has 7 RBIs in the season. And now the Rockies lead 3-0 here in the top of the first inning. He was bringing in Cole Garner and Trevor Allen for the run scored for the Rockies. Stakes alive.
Shakes alive, sir. So already damage done here in the top of the first inning. The Owls giving up 3 runs. Zeke Zimmerman, the pitching coach for the Owls, now out on the mound, going to talk it over with Merrick, maybe ask him what's going on there.
I'd like to let everyone know that these Owlz radio broadcasts are brought to you by The Clean Home. A clean home is a luxurious home. J&J Services, Got Concrete, All-Star Garage, Marcon Incorporated, Sportsman'sWarehouse.com, Ace Mortgage Company, Blue Mountain Insurance, SOS Staffing Services, and Escape Motorsports. Thanks to all of our sponsors and to K-Star Radio, 1400 AM. Our broadcasts are also on the web at OremOwlz.com. We webcast all of the games as well for all the people around the United States and around the world listening to the games. So Rockies now with 2 outs, runner on second base. They lead 3-0 here in the top of the first. Now batting is Dexter Fowler, the center fielder. There's his 0-0 pitch. Cracks that one foul over the left field wall, almost over the left field wall, and strike one. That one almost going fair, just barely hitting the backstop of the wall back there.
And Fowler comes into the game batting .289. He's got 2 home runs on the season, 9 RBIs, 97 at-bats. You know, there are very few of the Rockies batters who have 100 at-bats, or over 100 at-bats. I think there's only 2.
There's the 0-1, swing and a miss on an inside curve. Strike 2 for Fowler. 0-2. That one coming right inside to him, a left-handed batter.
I think the Rockies do a little bit better mixing it up and getting a lot of their players playing time. Yep. They're really trying to develop these guys.
There's the 0-2 to Fowler. Watches it go by on the outside with a curveball. Ball 1. 1-2 count. Dexter Fowler, very open stance. His right leg is almost touching the outside of the batter's box. Keeps it wide and open.
Now he's got 25 strikeouts on the year. That's about 1 in 4 at bat.
There's the 1-2 to Fowler. Gets a hold of that one out in the left field. Looks like it's going foul, just barely a couple feet away from the left field line.
That was awfully lucky.
That was close.
With 2 outs, obviously, runner on second is gonna go. That's Mayora out there on second for the Rockies. So in a situation like this, a long hanging ball out there, drop into the corner, that would definitely score a run.
Kuhn out there playing left field for the Owls is playing very close to that third base line, but still that one was too darn close for even Kuhn to sprint to. I mean, I couldn't do it. Here comes the 1-2 to Fowler. Watches it go by inside corner with a curveball, strike 3, and Dexter Fowler strikes out looking. That's 3 outs. That ends the top of the first. Rockies leading it 3-0. Come on back.
I'm here at Utah Valley State College with new president William Cedarberg. Mr. Cedarberg, why is UVSC your choice?
UVSC is my choice because it's a dynamic institution. The faculty are very strong. It's located in a community with strong values, a community committed to higher education, and I think the future is extremely bright here. So as I looked at it, I really didn't want to go to a school that was just maintaining the status quo. I wanted to be a school that was in transition, that was exciting, that was happening.
Okay. As president, what are your plans?
My largest job as president is to help the school and the members of this UVSC community establish a direction for the future, and then to go out and rally support for that direction. I think the future is extremely bright, and UVSC is definitely my choice for the future.
If the Owls are going to compete for the Pioneer League Championship, they're going to need an ace on the staff to lead the way. If you're thinking of buying a home or refinancing, you need an ace of your own. Look no further than Ace Mortgage Company. Our creative loan consultants offer the best terms and unsurpassed professional service. We ensure you get the loan that best suits your needs. Give us a call today at 426-5757. That's 426-5757. Ace Mortgage Company. Absolute commitment to excellence.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Joey Hurley.
And I'm Chris Peterson.
We're out here at the home of the Owlz Stadium versus the Casper Rockies for a 3-game series. So far, we're in the bottom of the first inning. The Rockies are leading at 3-0 thanks to a single RBI from Trevor Allen and a double from Daniel Mayora. And so we're already behind a bit here. Nothing too bad, but we'll see what happens. Stephen Merrick in the last inning struck out 1, walked 1 out of the 7 batters that he faced.
Yeah, he seemed to be struggling a little bit with control. And as we were speaking about how controlled he is, he just struggled with it tonight so far. A lot of times we'll see that happen, and they just buckle down and take care of the business the rest of the time they're out there. We'll see what happens. You know, it's too early to bring in a reliever, so they're going to leave him out there, rain or shine.
Rain or shine. So now batting for the Orem Owlz, we're at the top of the lineup with Bradley Kuhn, Heinley Stacia, and Dallas Morris. Here's Kuhn at the plate. He's from Willowick, Ohio, playing left field tonight. Here comes Kuhn's 0-0 pitch. Way outside with a fastball. Ball 1-0 count for Kuhn. That one 92 miles an hour, way outside.
Seeing a couple lefties in the lineup against this right-handed pitcher for the Rockies. Brad Kuhn's one of them. Heinley Stacia follows him, and he'll probably bat left-handed also. He's a switch hitter.
There's the 1-0, another fastball outside. This time Kuhn goes for the bunt, but it gets past him on the outside with a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Ball 2-0 count now for Kuhn. Kuhn comes into the game batting .304, 11 RBIs, no home runs. Here's a 2-0 pitch, goes for the bunt again. Another fastball outside, ball 3-0 count.
That's an interesting way to start it. All fastballs outside there. Chaz Roe, the pitcher for the Rockies, again, a first-round pick this year. Yeah. $1 million signing bonus. You know, that alone can set you up for the rest of your life right there.
You could. Here's the 3-0 to Kuhn. This one catches the outside corner with a fastball, strike 1. So Roe finally hit what he was trying to hit. 3-1 is the count now for Kuhn.
You may see something off speed here. It's funny to see these fastballs because he supposedly had the highest-rated curveball in the draft this year.
And 3-1 is another fastball inside corner this time, strike 2. 3-2 count already for Kuhn. What do you mean by the highest-rated curveball?
Well, they look at all these pitchers and stuff coming into the draft, and they actually rate how good their fastball is, how good their curveball is, and they want to see a pitcher who can throw curveballs. And that one,
way inside in the dirt, losing is Rodriguez, the catcher. That one comes inside for ball 4 with a fastball. So Kuhn gets walked. The first batter that Roe faces tonight, he walks.
I would have thought that there would have been more curveballs in that at bat, but that was 6 straight fastballs. That's interesting. Perhaps something off speed would have caught Kuhn off guard there, and if he can throw a curveball as well as they say he can throw it in for strike,
why wouldn't he do it?
So a little odd to me.
Now batting for the Owlz, Heinley Stacia. He's got a runner on first, no outs yet. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Stacia. Goes for the bunt. It goes inside. Here comes the throw to second base from Rodriguez, and looks like Kuhn is safe out there. Nice. So a stolen base from Bradley Kuhn. Now he has 8 stolen bases on the season.
The bat now belongs to Kuhn. He stole it. It's his, finders keepers.
He gets to stay there.
That's right.
Set up camp. Launcher. And that pitch to Stacia was a fastball inside and low for, catching the corner, I guess. I guess that one.
Hey, if you run on the first one, you don't have to worry about strikes later. A lot of times the first pitch is the best one to run on because you get a better chance of not a foul. Pass ball here. And Kuhn's into third safely.
Wow. The 0-1 was a curveball inside, getting past Rodriguez, catcher for the Rockies, and Stacia motioned for Kuhn to move to third. So now a runner on third base in the 1-1 count for Stacia.
And Chaz Roe, pitching for the Rockies, showing also some control problems and some mix-ups between him and his catcher Rodriguez. We've had a couple pass balls already.
Yeah.
This one's coming to bite him a little bit. We've got a runner on third for the Owlz and no outs.
There's the 1-1. Stacia slaps it out into center field, bouncing right in front of center fielder Fowler, and brings in Bradley Kuhn for the run scored. So a single RBI from Heinle Stacia, and now the Rockies only lead 3-1 over the Owlz here in the bottom of the first inning. Runner on first base.
Great job. And the run that scored, it all happened from a walk, a stolen base, a pass ball, and Beautiful. It was an easy trot home there. So 2 up, 2 on, 1 run scored. Dallas Morris coming to the plate now, and he's a dangerous man to have the plate.
Yeah.
He's hitting about everything he sees right now.
Stacia has now 15 RBIs in the season. Now Dallas Morris at the plate. He was out for a couple days, hurt his foot on a fouled ball that hit him inside. He's back, though.
I have him back here, yeah.
I think he's perfectly ready to go. Here's his 0-0 pitch, and fouls that one off the top of his bat there into the net. Strike one off a high 94-mile-an-hour fastball. High speed and high location. 0-1 count for Morris.
Morris over his last 10 games. Well, that's 9 games. He's got a 9-game hitting streak. Batting .360 with 1 home run over those 10 games. That's including the little injury time there. A hit tonight would make it 10 games. He's got the longest hitting streak going for the Owlz right now of any of the players.
The 0-1, another one fouled off behind us. Strike 2 off a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. 0-2 count now for Morris. Runner on first base, no outs yet. Chaz Roe still pitching out there for the Rockies.
I'm noticing Heinle Stacio's not running as much anymore. He's got 5 stolen bases on the year, but he's also been caught 6 times, so he's been caught more than he's been successful.
I wonder if it's his decision or they just say you can't. The manager staff will say don't try it anymore.
It might be a let's work on this before we put it back in.
Sure.
Some pitchers are more easily more easy targets to steal bases on because they like a little extra time in their wind-up.
Pick your battles.
Exactly.
Take the chance. So still a runner on first base. No outs yet. The 0-2 count for Dallas Morris. Morris batting .331 so far in the season. 30 RBIs for Dallas Morris. 5 home runs. And here comes the 0-2 pitch to Morris. Fouls that one off as well. Another fastball there, this time 89 miles an hour. So the 0-2 count, still the 0-2 count for Morris. Morris is from Opelousas, Louisiana. Last played with the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. Acquired in the 2005 draft. Morris is up there in the Pioneer League standings with a couple things. 30 RBIs.
Obvious offensive leader for the Owlz.
And Rose throws over to first base. Stacia's still safe over there. Still the 0-2 count for Morris.
I want to make sure he stays put. Even if he's not running aggressively in stolen bases, I think Stacia will be running aggressively on any of these hit balls.
Okay.
We'll see what happens with no outs. If it's in the air, obviously he's got to tag up first. But the Owlz manager, Tom Kochman, will probably be giving him some signs, maybe a hit and run instead of a stolen base kind of play. He does that a lot.
Dallas Morris also up there in the Pioneer League standings with 16 doubles, and 22 extra base hits for Morris. So here comes Morris's 0-2 pitch, and Stacia goes for it, swing and a miss. And Rodriguez, catcher for the Rockies, doesn't even bother throwing to second base, and another stolen base for Heinle Stacia, and that was strike 3 for Dallas Morris on an inside fastball, swing and a miss. So Morris strikes out swinging, and now 1 out for the Owlz with a runner on second base here in the bottom of the first. Rockies still lead 3-1.
Well, it's good to get the 1 run up on the board this inning for the Owlz, but they really need to bring Stacia home, too, with only 1 out and Stacia on second.
Yeah.
Between Trumbo and Brett Martinez behind him, they've got to be able to find a way to get him home.
Yeah.
Hopefully do more runs than that, but a 3-2 ball game, that's a very workable ball game.
Sure. All right, pitcher checks his runner at second. That's Stacia out there. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Trumbo. Swing and a miss on a curveball going low and outside. Strike 1, 0-1 count.
There's the curveball.
Yeah, finally, 80 miles an hour. That one comes into a right-handed batter like Trumbo, and then away off over the plate.
Right, so working inside out. It would end up going away from him at the very end. Now this kind of confuses me. I thought the best curveball in the draft would be more effective by a differential.
Stacia was off the bag there a bit, and the pitcher threw over to second baseman Young. and it bounced right out of Young's glove, and Stacia took the opportunity. He made it all the way to third base.
Bounced off the tip out to the outfield. So now a runner on third for the Owls again.
Looked like an easy pickoff there for the pitcher and second baseman, but I think he just got a little too antsy and threw it quick.
That'll be the first error of the game, charged to second baseman Eric Young. It was a very catchable ball.
Interesting.
But what I was saying about the curveball, I would have thought it would have been more effective with more of a speed differential, something more down to 75 miles an hour on the curveball.
Not so darn fast.
80 miles is a fairly fast curveball.
There's the 0-1 to Trumbo. Same thing, curveball going in and out.
Well, it worked there.
Yeah. Strike 2 for Trumbo. 0-2 count, 1 out. Now a runner on third base. Trumbo is from Anaheim, California, batting .273 coming into the game. He's also up there in the Pioneer League standings with his 17 doubles on the season, 30 RBIs. 20 RBIs, I'm sorry.
He does have 3 long balls, though.
3,
3 home runs on the season. One of those bounced on the top of the wall. That last one he got, I really liked that one.
It was so cool to watch. It was like watching a ping-pong game.
He also has 40 strikeouts on the season, though.
There's the 0-2, swing and a miss, and a high fastball. That's the one that always gets him, 91 miles an hour and high. Strike 3. Mark Trumbo strikes out swinging. That's 2 strikeouts in a row so far for Chaz Roe, pitcher for the Rockies. And he has 2 strikeouts and 1 walk in the game.
It looks like he is settling in. And Brett Martinez comes to the plate now with 2 outs and the runner on third, and he's got to get him home somehow, just a single or something.
Martinez batting .249 on the season. Here comes the 0-0 to Martinez, way outside with a curveball. Ball 1, 1-0 count. Martinez as well a right-handed batter. That one going in, out, and low.
Unfortunately, over the last 10 games, Martinez only batting .120. Suffering a small slump, dropped himself under 300 for the first time in a long time. He was batting over 300 for a while there.
Here comes the 1-0 to Martinez. Lets it fly. Gets a hold of it. Slapper out into right field. It's like right fielder Lupe Adair trying to grab it and makes the snag out there on the warning track for out number 3, leaving Heinle Stacia on base. That's 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the first. Rockies still leading 3-1. Come on back.
Are you hungry for great tasting Mexican food? Take a time out and stop by a local Beto's. Have you tried our burritos and chimichangas? People are voting Beto's food as numero uno in Utah. Beto's has 15 convenient locations in Utah. Most of our restaurants are open 24 hours to satisfy your craving anytime. Check us out on the web at betosmex.com. Stop by any participating Beto's location and receive a Vote for Beto's punch card, which could entitle you to free food. Huli frijoli. It's Beto's time.
Tacos.
Burgers.
Tacos.
Burgers.
What about pasta?
No time.
Sure there is. At Fazoli's, we can build our own pasta starting at just $2.99. It's super fast and super fresh. In about the same time as it takes for a greasy burger, we can build an Italian masterpiece like spaghetti and spicy marinara.
Spicy marinara?
Yep.
Fazoli's. Cool, let's pick up Cindy. Karen. Cindy. No, man.
Fazoli's, faster, fresher, better. Insure both your car and home with us through Auto Owners Insurance, and we'll save you money. That's right. With Auto Owners Multiple Policy Discount, when you insure both your car, home, mobile home, or condominium, we'll save you time and money by consolidating all of your insurance needs with a no-problem company. Auto Owners Insurance.
For a free comparison, contact Western States Insurance Agency in Spanish Fork on Center Street across from City Park. Western States Insurance. Our customers are first class, just like our service. Find us in the yellow pages under insurance.
KSRR Provo.
Well, back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. Little Bengals as we come back into the top of the second inning. The Rockies are leading at 3-1 over the Orem Owlz. The Owlz scoring 1 run there in the bottom of the first, thanks to a single RBI from Heinle Stacia. So it looks like batting this inning for the Rockies will be bottom of the lineup: Ramon Rodriguez, Maurice Lupe-Adair, and then back to the top with Corey Wimberly. Stephen Merrick out there still pitching for the Orem Owlz.
Ramon Rodriguez comes in with a .241 average. Only 29 at bat. 7 of those strikeouts, though.
Interesting.
Only 1 RBI on the season. He's got nobody on base to knock in. No home runs.
Here's his 0-0 pitch. Curveball outside corner. Strike 1. Hitting just barely in the corner. 0-1 count now already for Rodriguez. No outs yet. No runners on base. Here comes the 0-1 to Rodriguez. This time a
curveball again.
This one coming a little more inside. He watches it go by. Strike 2. Hitting the outside corner. 0-2 count now for Rodriguez. Here comes his 0-2 pitch. This one a high fastball. Ball 1 coming inside. 1-2 count there. 89-mile-an-hour fastball from Merrick.
I was very impressed by the first two curveballs. Both of them.
Those are brilliant.
Nice loops and just falling in the zone.
There's the 1-2. This one he gets a hold of and flaps it out in the left field. Looks like a single for Rodriguez, hitting it over in the gap in front of Bradley Kuhn, left fielder for the Owls. So now a runner on first base for the Rockies. No outs yet. And now batting looks like Maurice Lupadere, the right fielder from Panama City, Panama. Stephen Merrick, pitcher for the Owls. His last outing, pitched 4 2/3 innings. He had 4 hits, 1 earned run against him, 1 ball, 7 strikeouts. I'm sorry, 1 walk.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
Well, this is interesting. It seems that it's the fastball that's getting him in trouble.
And there it is again. The 0-0 pitch is a high fastball inside. This one, Lupadere had to duck underneath, coming inside a little too close for comfort. So already the 1-0 count for Lupadere, runner on first.
Well, we see some of these fastballs high in the zone.
Yeah.
And again, we're talking about how he's been trying to add that dimension, changing the eye level up and down the zone, and he hasn't gotten these to fall right.
The 1-0 runner goes, and it's a line drive to Heinley Stacia, and Stacia makes the catch.
That's a double play because of the hit and run. Now they're trying to argue something at the plate with the umpire, saying it might have been a foul or something like that, but no, that's not the case.
Stacia made the diving catch out there in the dirt, jumping to his right, catching the line drive from Lupadere, and then he just threw it over to first base and got the force out at first. Rodriguez was trying to steal even before the pitch was done.
And Rodriguez was a bit confused as he got to second, wondering if it had dropped or not.
Interesting. So here comes the 0-0 pitch to Corey Wimberly now batting. He grounds it to Billy Boyer at second. Thrown out at first, Mark Trumbo. That's it. 3 outs. That ends the top of the second. Rockies still leading 3-1.
Welcome to the Pepsi Theater Minute. Today, the story of Langusto and Pesto.
Ah, Langusto.
Oh, Pesto.
Cacciatore, lasagna, gorgonzola.
Oh, linguini, la carbonara, calzone.
Scalupini, tortellini al pomodoro, bruschetta, prosciutto, ricotta. Pepsi.
Pepsi, capellini, salame, pancetta. Pepsi, mortadella.
Calzone. Pepsi.
Pepsi, ravioli, scalopine, minestrone, prosciutto.
Pepsi e scalopine.
Linguini, cannelloni, maccheroni, gnocchi, gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola. Bologna.
Spaghetti.
Antipasti.
Parmigiano, provolone, mozzarella, Pepsi.
Langusto, calamari. Langusto. Pepsi.
Pepsi, food's good. Pepsi, it's the cola.
One of the unsung heroes at the ballpark is the groundskeeping crew. It's up to them to ensure the field looks its best on game day. While your yard may not take the same pounding as the turf at a baseball stadium, it still deserves professional care. More Utah County residents rely on the pros at Frederico Landscaping Incorporated. They're now celebrating their 25th year of providing custom residential landscaping. For all your landscaping needs, including water features and grounds maintenance, you can rely on Frederico Landscaping. See their work online at fredericolandscaping.com.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the bottom of the second inning. The Rockies still leading 3-1. Rockies have taken the field. Still pitching out there is Chaz Roe. So far, Chaz Roe has struck out 2, allowed a single, and has walked 1. He's only faced 4 batters so far.
He has allowed a run to score, and it was all his fault. So it's an earned run. I love how they differentiate between earned runs and just other runs. Like, I'm not going to take responsibility for that.
It's my fault.
But otherwise, you have to be accountable if you're the pitcher.
Of course.
Well, I gave up 56 runs this year, but only 49 were ones I gave up. Now batting for the Owls, Billy Boyer going to start it off this inning. And Billy Boyer is the hottest bat on the team currently. Comes into tonight, the last 10 games, he's had a .419 average and 3 home runs.
Here's the 0-0 to Boyer. High fastball inside. This one he had a duck underneath. Ball 1-0 count. This one almost snagging Boyer close to the head there. 1-0 count for Boyer. No outs yet. No runners on base. Boyer with 21 RBIs on the season. 7 home runs for the season. The first half of the season. Here's the 1-0 to Boyer. Another one inside. This time another fastball. Ball 2. 90 miles an hour. 2-0 count already for Boyer.
Interesting to see this as both these starting pitchers, Merrick and Roe, both seem to be struggling with the placement of their fastballs, and their curveballs are falling in the right spots.
There's the 2-0, fastball outside and high, ball 3 for Boyer. Good job holding up on these. 3-0 count already, no outs yet. Boyer from Auburn, Washington, last played with the Mesa Angels, acquired in 2003.
And Boyer suffered a string of strikeouts for a while there and was leading the team, is not leading the team anymore. High fastball inside. That's ball 4. Billy Boyer's going to take his base.
Interesting. That one, Boyer had to duck underneath and almost lost his balance, dropped his bat. That one coming in so close to his head.
I think 3 of the 4 pitches almost hit him.
Yeah. So that's 4 fastballs in a row and 4 balls for Billy Boyer. Now runner on first base with no outs. And now batting number 12, Colby Overstreet, designated hitter tonight from Midland, Texas.
Now maybe they wanted to stay away from Boyer. If they're looking at their charts lately, he's been hitting great.
Right.
So Colby Overstreet might be a better matchup for him. Colby comes in batting .233. No home runs. A couple RBIs, 11.
Here's the 0-0 to Overstreet. Gets him with a curveball on the outside corner. Watching it go by for strike 1. 0-1 count. No outs yet. Runner on first. Overstreet at the plate right now for the Owlz. Last played with Oklahoma City University. Acquired in 2005.
It'll be interesting to see what Roe does with his fastballs here, or if he goes curveball.
Another fastball. 0-1 is outside that time and low. Ball 1 for Overstreet. 1-1 count. Overstreet attended Midland High School. Played under Coach Barry Russell.
Midland, Texas.
Midland, Texas, yes.
That's right.
Competed in the Sun Belt All-Star game. That's Overstreet. Pitcher Chaz Roe throws over to first baseman Blumenthal, but Boyer's still safe over there. 1-1 count for Overstreet. No outs yet.
Like to put another run or two on the board here for the Owlz and catch up. They're trailing 3-1 here in the bottom of the second. No outs, runner on first, and here's the 1-1 pitch on its way.
Lets it fly. This one is a curveball outside corner, getting Overstreet for strike 2. This one he watches it go by. 1-2 count now for Overstreet.
That's a tricky curveball, not as big a loop. One of the ways that hitting coaches will tell batters how to identify the curveball is that it will rise as it comes out of the pitcher's hand. Now, if it's coming with a tighter spin, it's disguised a little bit more, and this is a tighter spin.
There's the 1-2, cracks that one out into left center field. Left fielder Allen trying to get underneath it and makes the catch in shallow center field. There's the throw back to first. Boyer is out at first base. Couldn't tag back in time. The throw came in just a bit too fast. Boyer slid into first base, but no good. 2 outs now for the Owlz here in the bottom of the second inning.
That's too bad.
Man, that was close there. Boyer went all the way
way off the bag, and it looked like it might have dropped, but left fielder out there, Trevor Allen, quite a bit of speed to make up the distance to get the ball in the first place.
Yeah. 2 outs now for the Owlz, no runners on base, and now batting will be Josh Coles, the right fielder tonight. Here comes Coles' 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss and a fastball outside, strike 1 for Coles, 0-1 count. That one coming in a little bit lower, 86 miles an hour.
Coles is coming into the game tonight for his power. He has 4 home runs on the season, but only bats 184 coming into tonight. And there's a single. That'll drop in the shallow right.
Excellent.
And runner on first.
Beautiful. That one bouncing right in front of Lou Adair, right fielder for the Rockies. And now the runner on first. Owlz is still 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Rockies still leading 3-1. Now batting for the Owlz will be Santrell Smith, the center fielder tonight from Atlanta, Georgia. Smith batting .281, 16 RBIs in the season, 3 home runs.
I would love to see a home run here. Who did he hit his last home run off of? That wasn't Ogden, was it? That was at Casper.
Don't ask me.
Okay. But he hit a home run. Okay, we had it verified. In Casper, he hit his last home run. I don't know who the pitcher was. I'm sure it wasn't Roe because Roe didn't give up any runs.
The 0-0 pitch to Smith is a curveball outside, but he swings on it and reaches. Strike 1 for Smith. 0-1 count now. Runner on first base still. Smith was acquired in the 16th round out of Anaheim. Last played with North Florida Community College and the Mesa Angels. After that, acquired in 2003. There's the 0-1 pitch. This time curveball inside in the dirt. Ball 1. 1-1 count. Still a runner on first base. 2 outs.
And Smith, another one of the batters, working on laying off of the high fastballs and also working on getting those curveballs and not striking out on those.
Sure.
Has quite a few strikeouts, but he's done better lately.
There's the 1-1 and fouls that one over the right field wall. The fastball, strike 2 for Smith. 1-2 count now. Chaz Roe, pitcher for the Rockies. Did you already mention all this stuff about his high school, what he did in high school?
Oh, no, I didn't, and that's a great stat.
He did 177 strikeouts off of 116 innings pitched in high school. That's nuts.
I think he was 14-2 in his high school career.
Yeah.
Came straight out of high school, no college experience. And that's
there it is. The 1-2 to Smith, and another curveball. We're just talking about that. And strike 3, out number 3. That ends the bottom of the second inning. Rockies still leading 3-1. Come on back.
After watching the Orem Owls hit home runs all night, it's time to have a great reason to run home. Nothing beats a Love Stack waiting for you. Oversized sacks from Love Stack may look like huge bean bags, but they are filled with extra soft Durafoam and come in a variety of designer covers ready to match any lifestyle. But just like the Owls, a Love Stack is something you've got to see in person to really appreciate. Come stack out for yourself at the Love Stack store in the Riverwoods Shopping Center in Provo, or any of the other locations across the Wasatch Front. For the original and still the best oversized sack, there's only Love Stack.
Everybody wants to be recognized for their accomplishments. From Little League to the pros, Employee of the Month to Salesperson of the Year, awards are a great way of saying you're a superstar. If you have a superstar on your team or at work, contact Payson Sports and Trophies. They feature a winning selection of awards, plaques, and trophies, as well as custom engraving and quantity discounts. Find them in your Yellow Pages or stop by at 15 East 100 North in Payson. Payson Sports and Trophy, blue ribbon quality and service.
Out and Back is your Utah Valley source for all your family's outdoor adventure needs. Serving Utah County for over 17 years. We have a wide stock of excellent gear and clothing from Mountain Hardware, the North Face, and Sierra Design, along with the Valley's largest selection of Chaco sandals. Whether you go camping, climbing, hiking, or mountaineering, we have what you need. Let us take care of you. Out and Back, 1797 South State Street, Orem. Bring in your Owlz ticket stub within 7 days after the game and get up to 3 pair of our $14.95 quick-dry nylon river shorts for only $4.95. Or mention this ad and get 2 pair of $6.95 outdoor socks free with any purchase over $20.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in. We're already in the top of the third inning. The Rockies still leading 3-1 over your Orem Owlz. Batting this inning for the Rockies, we have Eric Young Jr. up to bat here first. Here comes Young's 0-0 pitch. Goes for the bunt, and it gets past him with a fastball. Strike 1. Didn't pull back in time for that one. He was already running towards first.
Completely.
Wow. The 0-1 count already for Young.
Young walked his last at bat and then scored a run for the Rockies.
Curse him. How dare he?
I've got a little voodoo doll here sticking pins in it.
There's the 0-1 grounder to pitcher Merrick. There's a throw to Trumbo at first, getting him out at first base. Nice play. 1 out now for the Rockies here in the top of the third inning, still leading 3-1 over the Owlz. Now batting will be Cole Garner, the designated hitter from Lakewood, California. Cole Garner had a single his last at bat, part of the other.
That's right.
Part of the other RBI was a double from Mayora. Ugh, I didn't want to think about it. Here comes the 0-0 to Garner.
Talked about
inside with a curveball. Ball 1. 1-0 count now for Garner. That one's 76 miles an hour. This one looked like it went into this right-handed batter. Do you see that?
Well, yeah, it did come away from him in the end, though.
Okay. I missed that part. There's the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, and an inside fastball. Strike 1 for Garner. 1-1 count now.
I'm trying to work the same spot on Garner. A little bit higher and inside, and he seems to be swinging on him.
There's a 1-1, swings on a high curveball and pops it high into the air. But Martinez, catcher for the Owlz, makes the catch back by the backstop. Beautiful catch. 2 outs now for the Rockies here in the top of the third inning. Nice play by Martinez, catcher for the Owlz, going all the way back towards the Rockies dugout to catch that one.
Seems Merrick is getting himself in a groove here now.
Yeah.
He settled down after that first inning where he gave up the 3 runs. Owlz still trailing 3-1.
Yeah.
And coming up now for the Rockies is the cleanup batter, Kyle Blumenthal.
Yeah.
Flat out to left his last at bat.
His 0-0 pitch is a curveball outside for ball 1. This one hitting low. 1-0 count now for Blumenthal. Blumenthal batting .374 coming into this game, highest in the lineup for his team. Here's the 1-0. Fouls that one over the left field wall into the berm. Strike 1 for Blumenthal. 1-1 count.
Pretty sure that's the highest on his team, period. And it's up there in the top 10 batting averages for the league.
Yes. See.
Blumenthal, left-handed batter. He's batting that well, and he only has 91 at bats.
There's the 1-1 curveball outside again. Ball 2. 2-1 count. Now this curveball is coming in at about 81 miles an hour. Am I sure I'm seeing a curveball?
No.
That must be a slider then.
Well, is there movement on it, or is that just a changeup?
There's the 2-1, grounder to Trumbo at first base, tags him out at first. We'll talk about that later. That ends the top of the third. Rockies still leading 3-1. Come on back.
I'm here with Alex Nibley and Amanda Pettingill, an instructor and a student from Amber's Battle, the new movie shot at Utah Valley State College. So, Alex, what were your roles on this project?
I wrote the script for Amber's Battle, and I was one of the 2 professors that put together what came to be called the Digital Cinema Boot Camp.
You learn an immense amount, something that you can't be taught in the classroom.
During that time, we produced 2 movies and 1 television show. You know, it's real filmmaking. It's not just kids running around with video cameras.
Amanda, what is it like to be female in this industry?
You are in smaller numbers, but in a way you can use it to your advantage because women will stick out more.
What is the future for film at UVSC?
UVSC has set its sights on becoming the premier film training institution in Utah, if not the whole Intermountain West, and I think they can become one of the best in the country.
I enjoy working on these productions, and that is why UVSC is my choice.
For teaching film production, UVSC is my choice.
When a medical emergency occurs, the minutes it takes for help to arrive can be the most important minutes in saving a person's life. Do you know what to do in a life-threatening situation? Save a Heart of Utah provides daily private and public classes in CPR and first aid, including the new automatic external defibrillator. The classes are interactive, practical, enjoyable, and may just be the most important 2 hours you ever spend. Make sure you know what to do in an emergency. Call Save a Heart Utah at 582-7114.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Rockies leading at 3-1 over your Orem Owlz. Still pitching out there for the Rockies, Chaz Roe. So far, Chaz Roe, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks on the night. Sorry, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks.
And a run scored.
So now batting for the Owls, we're at the top of the lineup with Bradley Kuhn, left-handed batter, walked his last at bat. Kuhn batting .304 coming into this game.
Kuhn scored the only run for the Owls tonight
from the Statia's single. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Kuhn. Goes for the bunt, but it gets him on the inside with a fastball, strike 1. Didn't pull back in time, and it hit the corner. 0-1 count now for Kuhn.
You know, knowing when to pull back on the bunt and go for it, it's a lot like gambling. As Kenny Rogers said, you have to know when to hold them. Know when to fold them.
There's the 0-1. Fouls that one as the backstop. Strike 2 for Kuhn. 0-2 count. I'm sure he was talking about baseball.
He is a great baseball fan. He's got a great song about this kid that was going to be the best batter in the world. He throws the ball up and misses it the first time, misses it the second time, then misses it the 3rd time.
There's the 0-2 to Kuhn. High pop fly on the left field. Left fielder Allen underneath it in deep left field and makes the catch out there. Out number 1 for the Owls here in the bottom of the 3rd. Rockies still leading 3-1.
Coming up now is Heinley Statia. Statia singled. He's got one of the 2 hits for the Owls tonight. But the kid's throwing the ball up to himself.
Sure.
And he missed all 3 times. And the whole song's talking about how he's this great baseball player. And he walks away from it going, wow, I didn't even know I could pitch that good. And so he turns the negative into the positive. Kind of the natural.
Good.
Big hitter turns into a big pitcher, except it's the opposite. The natural is big pitcher turns into big hitter. I'm mumbling now. Okay.
The 0-0 pitch to Statia. The curveball hit in the outside corner. Strike 1. Watching it go by. 0-1 count. 1 out. No runners on base. Statia at the plate right now for the Owls. Now with 15 RBIs of the season. Here's his 0-1 pitch. This time a fastball catching the outside corner. Strike 2. 0-2 count now for Statia. 91 miles an hour.
Well, both pitchers seem like they've settled in. Now the fastballs are falling in the spots they want them to. And they can go back and forth with speeds and location.
There's the 0-2. Fouls that one down towards the Rockies dugout. Still strike 2 for Statia. 0-2 count.
Now the Owls have their left-handed batters in the lineup. There's 3 of them. Well, 2 and a switch hitter with Statia.
Yep.
And that is because in his 6 innings pitched against left-handed batters, Chaz Roe for the Rockies has a 9.00 ERA as opposed to an 0.00 versus right-handed.
The 0-2 pitch is a fastball hitting the dirt inside. Ball 1 for Statia. 1-2 count. 1 out still. No runners on base. Statia from Kurosawa, Netherlands Antilles. Last played with the Trinity Christian Academy. There's the 1-2 to Statia. Gets a hold of it. Grounder to the first baseman. And the first baseman goes right underneath his legs. And a single for Heinley Statia. And I'm positive they're going to rule that an error. Right through the wicket on first baseman Blumenthal for the Rockies. Yep, error for him. that shouldn't have happened.
No.
I'm glad it did, though. So
any of you who are Red Sox fans out there, the Albano family, might realize or recognize that same kind of play as exactly what happened to the Red Sox in, what World Series is that? Early 80s. And they had a ball go right through the legs of the first baseman. And they ended up losing the World Series, and the curse remained upon them.
Because of that reason? Jeez.
Because of that reason. That's
all right, one out.
That was a sad day for them.
One out still for the Owls here. Runner now on first base. Now batting Dallas Morris. Here comes Morris's 0-0 pitch. Lets it fly. Fastball swings on it. Goes outside and low. Strike one. Morris trying to reach for that one. 0-1 count now for Morris. Morris struck out swinging his last at bat. And he's still batting .331, though, highest in the lineup tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him.
And still in a pretty good hitting streak. Yep. Chances are he will reach base tonight. You know, he doesn't get on all the time, but it's pretty good. Thrown over to first base to keep Stacia on.
Roe, pitcher for the Rockies, is selected as first round in the first-year player draft from Lexington High School in Kentucky. And, this is information on here. His father played football for the University of Kentucky, acquired in 2005.
Dad's a big guy.
Yeah. Here's the 0-1 to Morris, outside with a fastball and low. Ball one. 1-1 count now. One out. Runner still on first base. Morris, 30 RBIs in the season. 5 home runs for Morris. Doing a fantastic job. As a team, Orem is batting .271. Casper batting .283 as a team.
But unfortunately, over the last 10 games, they're only batting .215.
Okay.
The Orem Owls slumping together.
There's a 1-1. Fouls that one off a fastball. Strike two over the right field wall. 1-2 count now for Morris. Still a runner on first base.
There's about 2 hot bats in the lineup, and that's Boyer and Morris. Morris batting .360 over the last 10 games. Has a 9-game hitting streak coming into tonight. We've already mentioned those things. So, again, chances are he does get on, but, he might not. He might not. So 1-2 count. Stacia on first for the Owls. Here's the delivery.
Get to hold that one high, pop fly. This one going fouled over by the Rockies bullpen, and that one bounces right in front of left fielder. I'm sorry, that's the third baseman. Third baseman Mayora went to go run for it, and he lost it kind of in the sky and just bounced right next to him.
Well, that was a nice little favor for Dallas Morris at the plate. That should have been an out, and I think there was a miscommunication as he's talking with his shortstop, who was running out there with him. Shortstop Wimberly, yeah. And so the two of them are going, I thought you had it. I thought you had it. No. You were supposed to have it. So it drops.
Interesting.
Still 1-2 the count on Dallas Morris.
Morris was one of the 58 student athletes named for the 2005 Brooks Wallace Award watch list. It's given to the nation's best college baseball players. And here comes the 1-2 pitch to Morris. I'm called for a little time.
Well, Morris was fabulous in college. He came in as a freshman, not having any scholarships offered to him through other people. He had to come and try to walk on, and ended up walking on with Louisiana Monroe.
How often does that happen with players?
A lot of players will walk on, but not a lot of them rise to the top like Dallas did. As a freshman, he beat out the 2 seniors in front of him for the starting position at
There's
third
the 1-2. Grounder to the shortstop. There's the throw to second, the throw to first, and the double play from the Casper Rockies. That's 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the third. Rockies still leading 3-1. Darn it.
I'm here with Alex Nibley and Amanda Pettingill, an instructor and a student from Amber's Battle, the new movie shot at Utah Valley State College. So, Alex, what were your roles on this project?
I wrote the script for Amber's Battle, and I was one of the 2 professors that put together what came to be called the Digital Cinema Boot Camp.
You learn an immense amount, something that you can't be taught in the classroom.
During that time, we produced 2 movies and 1 television show. It's real filmmaking. It's not just kids running around with video cameras.
Amanda, what is it like to be female in this industry?
You are in smaller numbers, but in a way you can use it to your advantage because women will stick out more.
What is the future for film at UVSC?
UVSC has set its sights on becoming the premier film training institution in Utah, if not the whole Intermountain West, and I think they can become one of the best in the country.
I enjoy working on these productions, and that is why UVSC is my choice.
For teaching film production, UVSC is my choice.
The United
United States Air Force salutes the athletes competing in today's game. They know in sports, like in life, you have to step up to the challenge to succeed. If you have high aspirations and want to be part of another champion team, join the United States Air Force. You'll receive training in a variety of fields and become part of an elite group of men and women dedicated to the service of this great country. Call 1-800-423-USAF or log on to airforce.com. The United States Air Force. Cross into the blue.
Today, more and more people are insuring their homes with us through Auto Owners Insurance. We'll provide low-cost, quality protection, claim service that is second to none, and if you insure both your home and car through Auto Owners Insurance, you'll qualify for additional premium discounts.
Find out more at Blue Mountain Insurance, located on University Avenue in Provo. Give them a call at 373-SAVE. That's 373-7283. Blue Mountain Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people.
With energy costs soaring higher than an Owlz homer, it's important that your cooling system is working at peak performance. So call Triple T Heating and Cooling. We feature service and repairs of all makes and models of heating and cooling systems. And come winter, we can set you up with a warm, energy-efficient gas fireplace. Serving all of Utah County, visit our showroom 1550 North Main in Spanish Fork or log on to TripleTHeating.com. Triple T Heating and Cooling. Comfort from our family to yours for over 30 years.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the top of the fourth inning. The Rockies at bat here. Rockies still leading 3-1. We just saw Trevor Allen crack a double off of Stephen Merrick. And now with a runner on second base, Daniel Mayora is stepping to the plate for the Rockies.
Yeah, it was a short at bat, and he got a hold of a fastball that went out to the warning track in center field over Stanchel Smith's head.
There's the 0-0 to Mayora. It's a fastball inside. He goes for the bunt, but has to pull back. It almost hitting his hand. Ball one for Mayora, 1-0 count. Mayora had a double his last at-bat.
Brought in the 2 runs for the Rockies.
His 7th double on the season. He's a crazy guy. Here's his 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss and a high fastball going outside. Strike one for Mayora, 1-1 count. No outs yet for the Rockies. Runner on second base.
Not showing bunt at all anymore.
Looks like that's the 6th hit allowed.
That's right. The Rockies already have 6 hits. Here we're only 3 innings into it. It's the top of the 4th, no outs.
There's the 1-1 to Mayora inside with a fastball, ball 2, 2-1 count. That one coming about waist level. So Merrick showing a high, medium, and low location with his fastball inside and outside.
Well, I've seen him do a lot more inside, trying to get that inside corner on batters, and he's just missing barely.
There's the 2-1, fastball outside that time, ball 3, 3-1 is the count. And when you say inside, you mean that when he's facing a right-handed batter, because when he's facing a left-handed batter,
it would
still
still
be
the right-handers.
It would still be considered.
That'd be the outside on the lefties.
There's the 3-1. That one's a fastball outside in the dirt, ball 4, and Mayora gets walked off of 5 fastballs in a row.
Now, Mayora's a batter I thought they would go after. He doubled his first at bat, but now a walk, and there's runners on first and second. Martinez, catcher for the Owls, is going to go out and talk with Merrick for a second. And now Dallas Moore's coming in from third. They've got to discuss how they're going to approach what's going on and where they're going to go with it. Morris needs to know in case there's some kind of a bunt play going on. Should he charge or should he hang back to? And I believe they are going to have him hang back probably to try to get the force out. And there is a bunt.
Now batting is Dexter Fowler for the Rockies. He bunts off the first one and fouls it back. Strike one. This one going into the backstop. 0-1 count for Fowler. Still got runners on first and second with no outs.
And Morris did not charge that. So, yes, it looks like they are going to try to get the lead runner should a bunt be laid down here. But 1 strike on Fowler at the plate. 0-1, no outs.
Fowler struck out looking his last at-bat, batting 289.
That was great.
There's the 1-0, bunts it again. This one pops right in front of the pitcher. He throws to third to Dallas Morris and gets the out at third base, but a single for Dexter Fowler, that bunt.
Well, reached on a fielder's
reached on a fielder's choice.
And that's exactly what they wanted to do. It was bunted a little bit too hard, straight back to Merrick, and Merrick made the throw to third. So we've got 1 away, still runners on first and second, but now they're in position for a double play ball.
Now batting is Ramon Rodriguez, the catcher. He had a single last at bat as well. He's from Santiago City, Dominican Republic, batting .241 coming into the game. He's one of the guys with a few at-bats, 1 RBI, no home runs yet. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Rodriguez. Merrick checking his runners. Curveball, outside corner, nice location, strike one, 77 miles an hour, 0-1 count now.
And if I'm not mistaken, it was Rodriguez that Merrick started off with a couple curveballs landing for strikes on his last at-bat, and then came in with a fastball that
he got that one.
That he ripped over for a single.
Here's the 0-1 to Rodriguez. Gets a hold of it, slapper in the right field gap, right in front of right fielder Coles. And here comes a runner coming in. That's at Trevor Allen coming in for the run scored. And Martinez gets the snag there. The throw came in from right fielder Coles all the way to home plate to Martinez. And Martinez blocked the runner and tagged him out there. So now runners on first and third. 2 outs now for the Rockies.
And the Rockies manager's talking to the umpire about it. Coming in from third base, and he didn't have a very good angle on it. He was definitely out. We did have a good angle on it. The glove was on our side towards the audience, and he was definitely out. So now 2 away. Runners defensive help.
Nice play there by Coles. Did you see if he relayed it to Merrick and then to Martinez?
At the last second, Merrick grabbed it and relayed it in, but he wanted to cut it off and throw it back the other way. Sure. But Martinez gave a yell and pretty quick little alley-oop. I want to call it alley-oop, something.
So now 2 outs, and now batting is Maurice Lupidaire. First pitch he fouls off of a high fastball behind him, strike one, 0-1 count. So let's see, Ramon Rodriguez still on first base. On third base now is Dexter Fowler. No, Mayora.
No, it is Fowler.
And
Mayora was just tagged out of the plate.
Okay, cool.
So that almost hit him, a high fastball.
The 0-1 comes in right over Rodriguez's head there with a fastball. Ball 1. 1-1 count, 2 outs, runners on first and third. Lupa there at the plate.
I'm sorry, I'm starting to wonder if Merrick's not using this fastball on purpose to go a little bit wild and go up inside, trying to not really wanting to hit him, but brush him off and get him a little nervous up there.
Oh, I would think just to get him swinging on those ones that
just like get out of my face kind of thing. Like when the beat comes in,
like batting it away. Huh?
It's like that little ash that falls on your nose, and you do that thing with your eyes. And that's not a good thing.
Not a good thing. That one he fouls off as well. The 1-1 pitch is foul over the right field wall. So it's the 1-2 count now for Lupidaire. 2 outs, runners on first and third. Merrick checking his runner. There's the 1-2. Grounds that one to shortstop Heinley Stacia, and he throws to second baseman Boyer, getting the easy out at second base. That's 3 outs. That ends the top of the fourth. Rockies still leading 3-1. Come on back.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Owlz broadcast brought to you in part by Ray's American Car Care Center, by Frederico Landscaping, exceeding your expectations since 1980, by the United States Air Force, Cross, Into the Blue, by Bay Ling Insurance Agency, Payson's hometown agency for over 30 years, and by Triple T Heating and Cooling, comfort from our family to yours.
Okay, I have got to know, how do you keep your house so clean? You have pets and kids, and yet your house is always spotless. So tell me, what's your secret?
It's no secret. It's the Clean Home. I have them come in once a week, which saves me from cleaning on the weekends and gives me more time with the kids. The Clean Home is one of the best investments I've ever made. For daily, weekly, or monthly service, give them a call. They're in your yellow pages and online at thecleanhome.com. The Clean Home, because we all have better things to do.
Hey fans, have you poured concrete lately? Did you order 8 yards and only use 6? Did you have to pay for what you didn't use? Do you want an alternative? Then log on to GotConcrete.com. We deliver fresh concrete mixed right on your site from as little as a quarter yard to 8 yards. No more calculating exactly or ordering an extra half yard to be safe. We service customers from Santa Quin to Point of the Mountain. Find us at GotConcrete.com.
KSRR Provo.
Welcome back to the Birds at Play. You're listening to the Wingmen. We're here in Orem, watching the Owls take on the Rockies. It is now the bottom of the fourth inning. Owls got out of a jam to leave the score at 3-1 in favor of the Rockies. So the Owls trying to do some damage now.
The Rockies had about 4 runners left on base that last inning, too.
Well, I guess you could count that way.
I would.
Because they got that lead runner out at third for the first out. The second out came with a play at the plate and got that out. So a lot of defensive help for Stephen Merrick. And then the third out was a ground out into fielder's choice.
So now batting for the Owls in this inning will be Mark Trumbo, Brett Martinez, and Billy Boyer. Here comes Trumbo to the plate, struck out swinging his last at-bat. And here comes Trumbo's 0-0 pitch. No runners on base yet. Inside with a curveball, almost snagging Martinez. Had to twist out of the way for that one. Ball 1, 1-0 count. High speed, fast curveball. Darn it.
Almost snagging Trumbo.
That's right.
And that curveball comes very inside before it breaks.
There's the 1-0. Trumbo gets a hold of that one to the shortstop. There's the throw across the diamond to first base. Barely gets him out at first base. Trumbo was almost there. So 1 out now for the Owls here in the bottom of the 4th. Rockies still leading 3-1. And now batting for the Owls will be number 36, Brett Martinez, the catcher. Martinez had that wonderful tag at home plate last inning. Tagging out, where did I write that?
Was that Trevor Allen that he tagged? No, Mayora he tagged out. Martinez flew out, had a fly out to right his last at bat. Pretty well hit, but just right to the glove. And the first pitch is a fastball, and it's going to be low for ball 1.
So the 1-0 count already for Martinez. 1 out, no runners on base yet. Martinez from Redlands, California. Last played with the Mesa Angels and the Provo Angels. Acquired in 2003. There's his 1-0 pitch. This one outside with a curveball, ball 2. 2-1, 2-0 count for Martinez.
And Martinez calls time.
Before the pitch?
Yep.
Oh,
he did. And there was a little confusion there. And pitcher Roe didn't think that that was in time and
delivered it. So it's still the 1-0 count for Martinez. Interesting. I didn't think you could do that.
The umpire had to turn around and wave
at
everybody. The scorekeeper and everybody else in the...
Don't count that.
That one doesn't count.
2 over. From the record.
2 over.
There's the 1-0 to Martinez, way inside with the fastball. He barely got out of the way for that one. Just moving his pelvis out of the way. And ball 2. Wow.
That move would have done Elvis proud. That was amazing. I'm surprised he got out of the way, but that was coming in a painful spot. Had it hit him, it would have been right on his hip.
91 miles an hour, too. So the 2-0 count for Martinez, and here comes his pitch. This one he fouls down. This one, looks like it hit him on the right foot and into the backstop. Strike 1. 2-1 for Martinez. Looks like he's all right, though.
Yeah, I can't imagine you'd approach this at bat after a couple of those fastballs brushing you off the plate. 91, 92 miles an hour. One almost, breaks your hip.
Sure. Here's the 2-1 to Martinez. Way high curveball on the outside. Ball 3. 3-1 count now for Martinez already. 1 out. No runners on base yet. Martinez batting .249 coming into this game.
Interesting. I would think Roe would approach this a little bit differently after the first 2 wild pitches.
3-1 high pop fly from Martinez. Looks like it's going back over the net behind us, and that is strike 2. That was on top of the press box. 3-2 is the count now for Martinez.
Half the crowd puts their hands up. We're going to catch it. The other half of the crowd ducks under the half that's up with their hands up.
Yeah, they realize this guy will protect me.
It might be an earthquake drill.
Yeah.
It looks like an earthquake drill the way they duck and cover out here. No falling objects. No falling objects.
Martinez went to Redlands East Valley High School. Off-season, he's a hitting and catching instructor. There's a 3-2 pitch, and he pops that one high, pop fly into center field, and it's caught like a can of corn by Dexter Fowler out there in center field, getting out number 2.
And Fowler just moved his shoulder to the right, then moved it back to the left, and that was it.
Let it drop. So 2 outs now for the Owls here in the bottom of the 4th. Rockies still leading 3-1. Now batting number 7, Billy Boyer, the second baseman from Auburn, Washington. Boyer walked his last at-bat off of 5 straight fastballs, I believe.
And got caught up in that double play.
Oh, yeah.
But coming in with a very hot bat again, he's hitting .419 over the last 10 games, and .273 on the season coming into tonight.
Here's the 0-0, curveball outside and low, ball 1. 1-0 count for Boyer. Boyer was part of the 7 players that came back this year that played in the Pioneer League Championship team last year. 7 guys returned. I don't know all their names.
He's a champion.
I know some of them.
He knows how to win.
There's the 1-0 curveball inside corner, strike 1, watching it go by. Another one that hits him in a weird location. 1-1 count for Boyer.
Nothing makes me happier than to see a good hitter come out of a nasty slump. It's just so hard to watch him, and Boyer was in one of the nastiest ones, and he is definitely out of it now.
There's a 1-1, swing and a miss, and an inside fastball, strike 2. That one going low. Had to reach down for it. So the 1-2 count now for Boyer. No runners on base, 2 outs.
Looks like Roe throws, kind of varies the speed on the fastball by about 5 miles an hour. That one a curveball outside in the dirt, ball 2.
Rodriguez, the catcher for the Rockies, having to dive over to his right to grab that one. Not let it go anywhere. Wouldn't have mattered if it went anywhere anyway.
No runners on, 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This is what they call deuces in Ogden. There's the 2-2 pitch. There we go. Fastball outside, just missing the outside corner. Ball 3 for Boyer. Held up on that one. 3-2 count now.
Yeah, very good job holding up on that one. And a full count. So, Joey, you don't have a lot of experience with baseball, but now with your experience, what position would you play?
The 3-2 to Boyer is outside with a fastball in the dirt. Ball 4. So Boyer gets walked twice in a row. And now a runner on first base with 2 outs. I would play... I don't think I could do anything because infield, I can't catch. I can, but I don't know.
Colby
I've tried hitting, and then
we've got Colby Overstreet coming to the plate now for the Owls. Colby Overstreet
season. Here comes Overstreet's 0-0 pitch. He likes the signal. There it goes. Cracks it foul into the berm of a high fastball. Strike 1 for Overstreet. 0-1 count. We tried to toss the ball to each other and hit it, and it was very painful.
Was that you and Trevor?
Yeah, me, Trevor, and Sarah, some people up in the front office.
Huh.
It was hard. I can throw all right, but...
Try to lay down a bunt sometime. Maybe start with
I'm good at that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to try. Here's the 0-1. Outside with a curveball, ball 1. 1-1 count already for Overstreet. That one coming high and outside. And still a runner on first base. Overstreet from Midland, Texas. Played with the Oklahoma City University. I think I have some more.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Oh, yeah, I already said all that stuff. There's the 1-1, swing and a miss, and an inside fastball, strike 2 for Overstreet. 1-2 count now.
Well, with the runner on first and 2 outs, Overstreet trying to get a 2-out rally started, maybe put a run on the board.
Yeah.
In the bottom of the 4th inning. And Chaz Roe has looked pretty good for the Rockies, only allowing the 1 run. Had some control problems, but seems to clean it up before any real damage is done, and does it again.
The 1-2 is a fastball, catch him on the inside corner, and Colby Overstreet strikes out looking. That's 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the 4th. Rockies leading 3-1.
Oh, no. Oh.
Hello, you've reached the Satellite Emergency Service. We've located your position. How can I help you?
Yeah, I spilled my Diet Pepsi. The whole thing spilled out onto the side of the road. It's empty, and I'm still thirsty.
Okay, Miss Harvey, was the Diet Pepsi full or half empty?
I still had at least 3/4 of it left.
Mm-hmm. Are you walking or biking?
Biking.
How familiar are you with the area?
Not very.
You're facing southbound?
Yes.
All right, go 1.3 miles. You'll see a dog chasing a mailman. Take a right. There'll be a gas station with a mini-mart on the left-hand side. You'll be able to purchase another Diet Pepsi there.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
I don't have my wallet on me.
Double check your left pocket. There's some lint and $1 and change.
The Diet Pepsi Satellite Emergency Service provides you with the safety and security no other soft drink can. Subscribe today and enjoy Diet Pepsi wherever you go. Light, crisp, refreshing. Diet Pepsi.
If the Owlz are going to compete for the Pioneer League Championship, they're going to need an ace on the staff to lead the way. If you're thinking of buying a home or refinancing, you need an ace of your own. Look no further than Ace Mortgage Company. Our creative loan consultants offer the best terms and unsurpassed professional service. We ensure you get the loan that best suits your needs. Give us a call today at 426-5757. That's 426-5757. Ace Mortgage Company. Absolute commitment to excellence.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the top of the 5th inning. The Rockies still leading 3-1. Looks like we have a new pitcher out there for the Orem Owlz. Now pitching here in the top of the 5th will be Lennon Murillo. Lennon Murillo with a record now of 0-3, 5.12 ERA, 19 1/3 innings pitched on the season. He's got 20 strikeouts and 13 walks. Lennon Murillo now pitching for the Owlz.
We were watching also. Tom Kochman had come out of the dugout. The Rockies manager is over there coaching third base. And Kochman had some words with them, and I have a feeling that had something to do with the high inside fastballs on his players. There's been a lot of brushbacks. And he's probably going out there trying to protect his players until the other manager.
They're too close for comfort kind of a thing.
You stop that or else.
or else. There is now batting for the Rockies is Corey Wimberly, the shortstop. His first pitch is a high fastball outside for ball 1. There's the 1-0, this time a fastball inside, ball 2. 2-0 count already for Wimberly.
Wimberly doubled his first at bat and then grounded out to second, his second at bat. So now third time up this game.
There's the 2-0, fastball inside again, ball 3. 3-0 count for Wimberly. So far, Murillo showing a fastball coming in around 89, 90 miles an hour. Here's the 3-0 pitch to Wimberly, and this one is outside corner with a fastball. Strike 1. Nice pitch there, just hitting the outside. 3-1 count now.
Well, I thought that was going to be ball 4. That one looked a little too outside, but I'm cheering for him. So
here's the 3-1. Cracks that one out into left field. High pop fly. Bradley Kuhn underneath it, way back by the warning track in left field. Out number 1. Nice catch by Bradley Kuhn out there. So that's 1 out now for the Rockies here in the top of the 5th. They still lead 3-1 over the Owls. And now batting for the Rockies, number 2 in the lineup, number 2, Eric Young Jr., second baseman.
He's got a lot of 2s. That second in the lineup, plays second base in the field, wears number 2 on his back.
He's from Tulane.
Is he from Tulane?
No, he's from New Jersey.
But he is the second Eric Young.
That's right,
the junior.
He's the junior.
Mm-hmm.
There's the 0-0 to Young, high fastball and inside, ball 1. 1-0 count.
We've got some action around the minor leagues right now, around the Pioneer League. Helena and Great Falls playing each other. It's 2-1 in favor of Helena in the 3rd inning right now.
The 1-0 is a fastball inside and low in the dirt, ball 2. 2-0 count.
Up in Ogden, Idaho Falls leads 3-2 in the 3rd inning, and Billings and Missoula are love. 0-0 in the 2nd inning up in Missoula.
There's the 2-0, swing and a miss and a high fastball. Nice pitch. Strike 1 for Young. 2-1 is the count now. 1 out, no runners on base. Young at the plate right now for the Rockies. He's from Piscataway, New Jersey. There's a 2-1. Fastball gets him on the inside corner. Watches it go by for strike 2. 2-2 count. Nice pitch by Murillo. Hitting these corners.
We've just had another update. It sounds like Billings just scored 7 runs in the 3rd inning in their game, so it is no longer love.
There's the 2-2. Murillo changes it up with a curveball hitting the outside corner for strike number 3. And Eric Young Jr. strikes out looking. And that's 2 outs now for the Rockies here in the top of the 5th. Rockies still leading 3-1. No runners on base. Now batting number 5, Cole Garner, the designated hitter from Lakewood, California.
I'm really liking watching baseball at this level. I was not into the minor leagues so much before this year, but these guys, they're kind of young, a little immature, and play around a lot, but you don't see the same stuff you see in the cocky, I've got my multi-million-dollar contract, big league guys.
The 0-1 pitch from Murillo to Garner, catches the outside corner with a curveball, strike 1. 0-1 count. There's the pitch, swing and a miss on an inside curve, strike 2. 0-2 count. Murillo going back and forth from the inside to outside.
Well, I'll start a topic here that I'm sure we're not going to get to finish, but big news today is Rafael Palmeiro of the Baltimore Orioles. That one a curveball inside, but outside the zone, so ball 1. Rafael Palmeiro got caught with steroids, and he emphatically denied in front of Congress back in March that he had ever used steroids, and now he is suspended for 10 games. Big topic today, swing and a miss.
There's the 1-2. Yep. Fouls that one off. 1-2 count now for Garner. 2 outs.
So, like I say, I'm enjoying the game at this level. I would really not suspect any of these players of steroid use. You don't see the big power numbers coming out there. Another foul ball, staying 1-2 the count. But they're just, that kind of young and that kind of exciting and not going for records or anything like that, not trying to break the ancient home run stuff. Exactly. It sickens me to watch a lot of the major league stuff right now.
There's the 1-2, cracks that one grounder to Dallas Morris at third, and it bounces over Morris's glove going out into left field. And here's the throw into second base, and runner safe at second. So a double for Cole Garner. That one getting right past Dallas Morris at third base. So 2 outs, now a runner on second for the Rockies.
Yeah, that was a bad hop there for Dallas Morris, and it got right past him into the corner. So 2 outs. Runner on second now, and up to the plate comes Kyle Blumenthal, who has flied out and grounded out in his first 2 at-bats. He's the first baseman for the Rockies. Steps up to the plate batting .374 on the season.
Wow. That's the 11th double for Cole Garner on the season. And here comes the 0-0 pitch to Blumenthal. Inside pass ball, way past into the net back there. And looks like Cole Garner advancing to third. And now the 1-0 count for Blumenthal.
Well, at second base, the runner's in scoring position, but at third base, so many more options to get him home. Well, a lot easier job to get him home. Unfortunately, on that pass ball, we have a runner on third now.
Now in a fastball coming inside to Blumenthal and just bounced in the dirt away from Martinez, catcher for the Owlz. So the 1-0 count now for Blumenthal. 2 outs, runner on third base. Here comes Blumenthal's 1-0 pitch. High fastball outside, 91 miles an hour, ball 2. 2-0 count now for Blumenthal.
I wonder if we're going to see the day where the steroid use just goes away or diminishes and people start becoming purists again, because it really hurts the game. A lot of fans are sick of hearing about this stuff.
There's a 2-0 high pop fly in a right center field, and right fielder Coles calls for it, makes it in deep right field. That's 3 outs. That ends the top of the 5th. Rockies still leading 3-1.
Are you hungry for great tasting Mexican food? Take a time out and stop by a local Beto's. Have you tried our burritos and chimichangas? People are voting Beto's food as numero uno in Utah. Beto's has 15 convenient locations in Utah. Most of our restaurants are open 24 hours to satisfy your craving anytime. Check us out on the web at betosmex.com. Stop by any participating Beto's location and receive a Vote for Beto's punch card, which could entitle you to free food. Holy frijole! It's Beto's time.
The Wolverine, or Kulalaskus, makes its den close to the I-15 freeway in Orem, Utah. Its feeding grounds on the campus of Utah Valley State College provides the Wolverine with a plentiful diet of over 32 four-year programs and an array of savory associate's degrees. But the Wolverine's an insatiable hunter and has developed an appetite for larger prey in the NCAA. Its recent forays have already disrupted Division I wildlife throughout the region. The Wolverine's a ferocious fighter, known to defeat animals several times its size. Humans should avoid confrontation with Wolverines wherever possible. Yet, for the sake of research, we went into the Wolverine den to record their behavior.
For decades, the cougar's been presumed by ecologists and athletic directors in Utah to be at the top of the provincial food chain. Now, with the introduction of the green and gold UVSC Wolverines into the NCAA Division I ecosystem, it's evident that, as they say, there's a new color in town.
KSRR Provo.
Hey, everyone. Yay. Welcome back. We were just chatting there. Welcome back to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Thank you for tuning in. The Rockies are leading 3-1. The Orem Owlz coming up to bat. Still pitching out there for the Rockies, Chaz Roe. So far, Chaz Roe has struck out 4 and walked 3 of us, the Orem Owlz. Now batting for the Owls will be number 27, Josh Coles, the right fielder. Coles is from Nampa, Idaho. Had a single his last at-bat. Here comes Coles' 0-0 pitch and lets it fly. And this one he watches go by for an outside fastball, ball 1. 1-0 is the count for Coles. Coles last played with Redlands East Valley High School. And that's the same as Brett Martinez? I didn't know that.
No. I've suspected that for a long time.
There's the 1-0, fastball catching the inside corner, watches it go by for strike 1.
I like to keep secrets from you, Joey.
Thanks, Chris. I really appreciate that.
Well, I think you learn better when you figure it out, you know?
There's the 1-1, curveball outside and low, ball 2. 2-1 for Coles. So
that's how I teach my children, you know. I'll wait for them. They'll figure out the potty training thing and stuff. And, it might be kind of hard for me to live through, but whatever.
There's the 2-1 fastball outside, and that one's passed over to the right of the catcher Rodriguez for the Rockies, but no harm done. 3-1 count now for Coles.
And Roe's still showing signs of struggling with location.
Yeah.
He's done a great job despite the struggling. He walks his first batter, that one high fastball.
And that's ball 4 for Coles. And now the fourth batter walked for Chaz Roe on the night. And now a runner on first base with no outs. Stepping to the plate, Stantrell Smith, center fielder, struck out swinging his last at-bat.
The Owls have been held to 2 hits all night, though they have had 4 other runners reach on walks and 2 runners reach on errors. No, I'm sorry, one other runner reach on errors.
Yeah.
The other error helped bring a run home. Stantrell Smith comes to the plate, struck out his last at-bat.
On to the single. There's the 0-0 pitch. Curveball catching the outside corner. This one coming into Santrell and out over the plate. Strike one. 0-1 count for Smith.
And you see Smith lean back a little bit. There's no way he was going to swing that bat. He thought it was way inside. Got fooled.
Interesting. I was fooled as well.
But then again, with all those fastballs inside, Roe's been using that fastball inside like that.
There it is. Oh,
curveball inside, but missed a little bit too far inside. Ball one.
1-1 count now for Smith. Seems that Chaz Roe, when he tries to hit that outside corner for a right-handed batter, goes a little too low, and it always gets past the catcher, Rodriguez. That's happened a couple times so far with his fastball.
A little inconsistent with some of these.
Here's the 1-1 to Smith. Runner goes, cracks that one to the shortstop, and it bounces off the shortstop's chest. He makes a throw to first base, gets the out at first, but allows Josh Cole to get to second. That was close over there on first base. Sancho Smith was inches away from the bag, and shortstop Wimberly for the Rockies decided to throw over to first base instead of tossing it to the second baseman Young.
Well, it should have been a double play ball, but with it bouncing off of his glove into his face, he didn't have a play because Coles was already in there at second. And he was lucky to get Santrell out. Santrell was running it out pretty hard. And we've got now Josh Coles coming to the, Brad Kuhn coming to the plate for the Owls with a runner on second, one out.
Yep. We're at the top of the lineup here, bottom of the fifth inning, and Rockies still leading 3-1. Kuhn tonight batting for the Owls has walked, topped out his last at bat, batting .304 coming into this game. Kuhn's third at bat so far, batting left. One of the few left-handed batters we have on the lineup tonight.
We'll see if he can put down that bunt that he's good at, but I haven't seen him put down for a little while.
Kuhn is from Willowick, Ohio. Went to high school at North High in Eastlake, Ohio. Goes to college at Trayuka Nazara University, studying sports exercise science. In the off-season, he does construction work. And here comes the 0-0 pitch to Bradley Kuhn. Pitcher checking his runner at second, goes for the bunt. And that one gets past him there. Didn't pull back in time. Strike one, 0-1 count. Fastball inside there.
And that is a man of the people. Nice solid blue collar, does construction, does the all-American game of baseball. What a kid.
That's right. That's right, Chris. I know what you're talking about.
I love America.
Here's the
land of the free. And here comes the 0-1.
The 0-1 way inside with a fastball. Kuhn showed bunt again, but pulled back in time for ball one. That one going way inside and low. 1-1 count now for Kuhn. Runner on second base, one out. Kuhn at the plate right now for the Owls. He's got 11 RBIs in the season. How many at-bats for Kuhn? 102. Pretty high up there.
Yeah, just over 100 now.
Interesting.
He's been getting a lot more playing time. He was kind of shifting in.
The 1-1 goes for the bunt, but pulls back in time. Not good enough, though. The strike hits him on the outside corner with a fastball. So the 1-2 count down for Kuhn. Did that make any sense?
Sure.
That sentence I said?
There was a fastball for a strike. Kuhn showed bunt, but did not. So
there we go.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Still one out. Runner on second. You know, I'd like to ask all our players, not just the high school they went to, but what was the mascot? I'm fascinated by mascots.
There's the 1-2. That one bounces off of the catcher, Rodriguez, into the infield. Kuhn signal for Coles to run to third, but Coles decided not to after the catcher, Rodriguez, caught that one.
You got a fast guy like Kuhn going, I could have made it. That's why I signaled.
Why aren't you running? I don't know. So that's ball two for Kuhn. A fastball going outside and low. So the 2-2 count now, one out, still a runner on second base.
You never played pickle when you were a kid, did you?
Nope.
Pickle, you just...
I know what it is.
Okay,
it's like monkey in the middle kind of a thing.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. All right, there's the 2-2 to Kuhn. Cracks that one grounder to the first baseman. He scoops it up, makes the tag at first base, allows Josh Coles to get to third. So what do you call that, a sacrifice by Kuhn?
Ground out, moving runner.
Something or other?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this job?
For the adventure, Joe.
For the adventure, that's right. Keep reminding me. So 2 outs now for the Owls here. Runner on third base. Still Rockies leading 3-1 in the bottom of the fifth. Now batting for the Owls, number 14, Heinley Stacia, the shortstop. Batting left tonight. He's a switch hitter. He so far has reached on an error and brought in the only run for the Owls. So
single to the first. Yeah, that's right. Been on base both times. He's been up to the plate.
There's his 0-0. Curveball inside, catching the corner. Strike one, 0-1 count. That curveball coming in a little faster than Roe's other curveballs, about 80 miles an hour. He usually hits it about 78, 79, 76 sometimes.
Maybe it's the radar gun. That's what I tell the cops when they pull me over. Maybe it was your radar gun. Did you ever think of that? Maybe you're wrong.
There's the 0-0, swing and a miss, and another inside curve. Strike 2 for Stacia, swinging hard on that one, almost losing his balance. 0-2 count, 2 out, still got a runner on third.
Well, after his first 2 at-bats getting on, now Roe's going after him with the curveballs here, and it's been effective. Coming into tonight, Stacia has been slumping at 138 over the last 10 games for his batting average.
There's the 0-2 to Stacia. Inside with a fastball and low, ball 1. 1-2 count now for Stacia. Stacia, again, played with Trinity Christian Academy. That's in Boynton Beach, Florida. He was acquired in the 9th round. Heinle Stacia speaks 4 languages. He's fluent in English, Spanish, Dutch, and Papiamentu, his native island language.
Kind of a cross between Dutch and Spanish.
There's the 1-2, and that one is fouled down. Strike 2 still for Stacia. 1-2 count off a curveball.
And that's another curveball, but this time Stacia's with it to fight it off and live to swing another bat.
Stacia, practiced back in Williamstad in the Netherlands Antilles Islands with well-known major leaguers Andrew Jones and Randall Simmons. Had a chance to play with them.
Randall Simmons, huh?
Yeah.
I knew Andrew Jones was from Curaçao, but did not know Randall Simmons.
There's the 1-2, another swing and a miss and an inside fastball, and that is...
No, he got a piece of it.
Oh, good. Fouled that one down just a tad. Still strike 2 for Stacia. I couldn't hear it from here, so...
He's fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, he's fighting. Now, there's a lot of speculation, a lot of hope from fans like us. That Curaçao, I'm hearing Curaçao might be able to have their own team in the Baseball World Cup. Is that what it's being called, the Baseball World Cup? And he may be able to play on that. He'll at least have a chance to try out. Unfortunately, strike 3, swing and a miss, and that's going to end the inning for the Owls.
That ends the bottom of the 5th. Rockies leading at 3-1 still. Come on back.
One of the unsung heroes at the ballpark is the groundskeeping crew, and it's up to them to ensure the field looks its best on game day. While your yard may not take the same pounding as the turf at a baseball stadium, it still deserves professional care. More Utah County residents rely on the pros at Frederico Landscaping Incorporated. They're now celebrating their 25th year of providing custom residential landscaping. For all your landscaping needs, including water features and grounds maintenance, you can rely on Frederico Landscaping. See their work online at fredericolandscaping.com.
Insure both your car and home with us through Auto Owners Insurance, and we'll save you money. That's right. With Auto Owners Multiple Policy Discount, when you insure both your car, home, mobile home, or condominium, we'll save you time and money by consolidating all of your insurance needs with the no-problem company. Auto Owners Insurance.
For a free comparison, contact Western States Insurance Agency in Spanish Fork on Center Street across from City Park. Western States Insurance. Our customers are first class, just like our service. Find us in the yellow pages under insurance.
Tacos.
Burgers.
Tacos.
Burgers.
What about pasta? No time.
Sure there is. At Fazoli's, we can build our own pasta starting at just $2.99. It's super fast and super fresh. In about the same time as it takes for a greasy burger, we can build an Italian masterpiece like spaghetti and spicy marinara.
Spicy marinara?
Yep.
Fazoli's.
Cool, let's pick up Cindy.
Karen. Cindy. No, man.
Fazoli's, faster, fresher, better.
KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Now, we don't really know when to talk and when not to talk out here. We're going to come in. Hey, so what's going on, Chris? Oh, we're back on the radio.
But I could.
We're in the top of the 6th inning. The Rockies still leading 3-1. Now batting for the Rockies, Kyle Blumenthal. Off the 0-0 pitch, he high pop flies it deep into right field, and that one is over. First pitch, home run from Kyle Blumenthal. His 4th home run on the season. What a way to start the inning for Blumenthal. And that's Trevor Allen?
Yes, his second RBI and second run of the night.
So now Trevor Allen with 4 home runs, 27 RBIs on the season. Wow, that first pitch from Murillo, a high fastball, and just cracked it over the right field wall. That's about 320-foot hit there.
Went the other way with it, too.
Yeah.
He's a right-handed batter, took it over the right field fence.
Now batting is Daniel Mayora. His first pitch is a high fastball on the outside, 93 miles an hour, ball 1. 1-0 count for Mayora. No outs yet for the Rockies. Now they lead 4-1 here in the top of the 6th. Here's the 1-0 to Mayora. Swing and a miss and a fastball coming in at waist level. strike one. 1-1 count now.
Mayora with a double and a walk tonight so far, drove in 2 of the 4 runs.
Yeah.
The Owls did a great job from the first inning, getting out of their jams and not allowing any runs until now, the solo home run.
That's 4 innings of allowing nothing.
Yes.
There's the 1-1 pitch to Mayora. That one gets him on the inside with a fastball. Inside corner, excuse me. There's the 1-2 pitch, and this one hits Mayora on the left shoulder.
Fouled into his left shoulder?
It looked like it hit him straight on to me, but he's not walking.
What's
that? Hit the ball with the bat. Thank you, Nick. That was Nick Cottle.
So it's going to be another
wingman.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
All right. Here's the 2-2 to Mayora. And checks his swing for an inside curve. Ball 3. 3-2 count for Mayora. No outs yet. No runners on base. Mayora from Estado, Venezuela. Last played with the Colorado Dominican Republic League. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Outside with a fastball and low. Ball 4. So Mayora gets walked. The first walk on the night for Lennon Murillo, pitcher for the Owls.
And second walk for the night for Daniel Mayora, and he's been on base all 3 times he's been at the plate.
Curse him.
And now Dexter Fowler is going to come up with no outs and a runner on first. Dexter Fowler struck out looking and reached on a fielder's choice.
All right. That sounds like a coffee brand.
What's that?
Fielder's choice.
Fielder's choice.
That's what is it? Folgers?
Oh, Folgers.
What is the name of that?
I don't know.
Is it Folgers Choice?
Let's talk about all the
Taster's Choice. Yeah.
Let's talk about all the companies we'd like to get free things from as we give them.
Nothing to do with that. It's purely for comedy. Here's the 0-1 to Fowler. Cracks that one out into center field, and center fielder Smith couldn't get in front of it. It bounced right in front of his glove, and so runners advance all the way to third base, and here comes Fuller to third, and there goes Trevor Allen in for a run scored and a triple RBI for Dexter Fowler. Good gracious. So Dexter Fowler now with 10 RBIs on the season. He also has 3 triples on the season. So now a runner on third base with no outs. The Rockies leading 5-1 here in the top of the 5th. Jeez.
Top of the 6th, and the score starts to get away from the Owls here. Murillo showing some inconsistency out there and some struggles. This is the bottom of the order for the Rockies. It's, not to take that for granted.
No.
But at the same time, out of 3 batters so far, he's given up a home run, a walk, and a triple. That's not good.
No. All right, now Ramon Rodriguez batting for the Rockies. Here's his 0-0. Cracks that one out in the left field, and it's caught by Kuhn out in the shallow left field. And looks like Dexter Fowler tags up on third and comes in for the run scored. The throw came into shortstop Heinle Stacia, but couldn't make it to home plate. So now with 1 out, the Rockies lead 6-1 over the Owls here in the top of the 6th inning. And an RBI sacrifice fly from Ramon Rodriguez.
We got some action up in the bullpen. I believe that is Anthony Whittington warming up for the Owls, left-hander.
Now batting is Maurice Lupider. His first pitch is a fastball, and he cracks it foul towards the Owls dugout for strike 1. So the 0-1 count, 1 out, no runners on base anymore. Rockies leading 6-1 here in the top of the 6th. Now batting is Maurice Lupider, the right fielder. Here's his 0-1 pitch, and fouls that one into the Owls bullpen. Strike 2, 0-2 count.
Lupider's got a line out and a ground out so far tonight.
All right.
Comes into the game batting .253.
No home runs yet for him, 4 RBIs.
Nah.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Lupider. Way outside, corner, catching the barely end of the corner with a fastball. Nice pitch by Murillo hitting that location. Strike 3, out number 2.
I believe that was a ball, but umpire calls it strike 3, maybe a mercy strike here.
And looks like Kochman and Aaron Wells and Zeke Zimmerman on the Owls going out to the mound with the umpire, and they're talking about something out there. We have some great sponsors that help us do these Owls radio broadcasts. The home run for all your garage door needs is All-Star Garage. All-Star Garage introduces its latest innovation in garage door remodeling, the virtual photo, which allows an on-site preview of your new garage door with instant before and after photos before you make the purchase. All-Star Garage, if we can't fix it, we won't charge you. 763-1114. And when the Owls built their stadium, they went with a contractor that kept an eye on beauty, comfort, and detail. For your next building project, let Marcon Incorporated General Contracting create that beauty, comfort, and detail for you. They specialize in custom new construction, remodels, and additions. Marcon Incorporated General Contracting, let them take the hassle out of your construction needs. And when it comes to firearms, bearing arms is your right. Gun safety is your responsibility. Store your firearms out of the reach of children and always use trigger locking devices and gun safes. A community service reminder from Sportsman's Warehouse, located on Riverdale Road between PetSmart and Target, and online at sportsmanswarehouse.com. Can you explain what just happened there, Chris?
Well, it looks like Murillo may have pulled something or had some discomfort somewhere. Now, the reason Heinley Stacia and Brett Martinez were both out on the mound, Brett Martinez being the catcher, he needs to know what's going on.
Sure.
But they both serve as translators also for Murillo, talking with Aaron Wells, the trainer, and Coach Kochman and Coach Zimmerman, the pitching coach for the Owls. And they give him a couple warm-up pitches to make sure he was okay, and they're satisfied. Murillo is going to continue with the inning.
Now batting for the Rockies is Corey Wimberly, the shortstop, back to the top of the lineup. 2 outs, no runners on base. His first pitch is a fastball inside, catching the corner for strike 1. His 0-1 pitch, he fouls over the left field wall for strike 2. So the 0-2 count now for Wimberly.
It was another fastball inside, kind of jammed him.
Yeah.
Wimberly has doubled his first at-bat, grounded out and then flied out in his 3 times at the plate. And there's 2 outs, now 2 strikes, and a ground ball through the gap on the left side of the infield, and a single for Corey Wimberly. And so with 2 outs, there's a runner on here. And all Murillo needs is another out to get out of the inning, and I believe at that point we would see Whittington come into the game, Anthony Whittington, to take on the next couple innings.
Yeah.
We now have Eric Young coming to the plate, Eric Young Jr., the man whose life is filled with 2s.
He's got 2 outs. Runner on first. Runner goes. There's the 0-0. Martinez throws to second base, and he's safe at second. Heinley Stacia covering the bag at second there, and went for the tag down, but didn't get him. And that is ball 1 for Young. So the 1-0 count, now a runner on second base, and a stolen base from Corey Wimberly.
20.
He now has 20 stolen bases?
Yeah.
Good gracious.
You think the Rockies are going to like that? Oh, yeah.
Man.
They need somebody in their lineup up at the major league level to get on base and be able to move around.
There's the 1-0 pitch to Young. That one fouled down the first base line. Down the first base line, Scoop. Like he hit the ball. 1-1 count now for Eric Young Jr. Eric Young was gone from the Rockies the whole year up to a couple weeks ago with an injury. I think he had a broken jaw
last year. Oh, no. Yeah, he would have been starting in long season single-A.
There's the 1-1 grounder to shortstop Heinley Stacia. It bounces off the ground into Stacia's glove and bounces right out of his glove into second baseman Boyer. And
they'll rule it a hit because of the bad hop. So another single here and 2 runners on the corners.
Man, still 2 outs for the Rockies, and now batting will be Cole Garner, the designated hitter. He's been a threat tonight with a single, a pop-out, and a double.
Scored a run, that's right. Comes in batting 276, 32 RBIs now on the season. He's up there among the Pioneer League leaders.
Curse you, Cole Garner. Why are you so powerful?
Also. Stop working out.
Jeez. All right, here comes the 0-0 pitch to Garner. Rio lets it fly, and he cracks that one down the third base line past Dollars. Dallas Morris at third into left field, and another run scored in for the Casper Rockies, now leading 7-1 here in the top of the 6th. A single RBI from Cole Garner. Now runners on first and second with 2 outs.
Darn it. Started this inning well with the home run and the triple, sac fly, all those things, and now they've got a 2-out rally with just singles.
SOS Staffing Services is proud to be a sponsor of Orem Owlz Baseball. Is your company looking for top talent? You have open positions that must be filled with key players. SOS Staffing Services is Utah County's home team. SOS has 25 Utah offices strategically placed to recruit top talent. SOS specializes in permanent placements in all careers, temp to hire, and temporary employment. So the next time your business needs a home run, pick SOS Staffing Services. And Chris, are you tired of that old routine?
Absolutely.
Why don't you go down to Escape Motorsports in Provo? They have what you need to re-energize your life. Escape Motorsports has dirt bikes, street bikes, ATVs, jet boats, personal watercraft, and generators. They even have zero-down financing available and approved credit. So why don't you go down to Escape Motorsports at 1480 North State in Provo and put some excitement back into your life?
We've got a pitching change. Anthony Whittington has come into the game now, number 21 for the Owls.
Okay.
And he's going to relieve Lennon Murillo, who gave up 4 runs here in the top of the 6th inning, making it a 7-1 ball game. I'm sorry, that's number 31, Anthony Whittington.
Yeah.
But the damage is done, and getting farther away, there are still runners on the corners. No, I'm sorry. It's runners on first and second. Yeah. Eric Young Jr. is just talking to his coach over on third as they've got this timeout.
Whittington comes into the game with a record of 1-1, 3.6 ERA on 15 innings pitched. He's got 14 strikeouts and 14 walks. Anthony Whittington's last outing looks like he pitched 1 1/3 of an inning. It was no decision made. Had 3 hits against him, no earned runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. That's Anthony Whittington, the last outing.
See what he does here against the Rockies.
The one before that, let's see, Whittington pitched 1 inning. He allowed...
You got to do a little math.
Yeah, he allowed only 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout again, and no earned runs his last out. The outing before the last one.
Previous last.
So 2 outs for the Rockies. Runners on first and second. They're leading 7-1 here in the top of the 6th. Now pitching for the Owls, Anthony Whittington. Whittington is a very, very tall guy. He is 6'5" from Charleston, West Virginia, or Buffalo, West Virginia. His family was coming from. 2003 draft he was acquired in.
He's going to face Kyle Blumenthal, left-handed batter.
All right.
So lefty-lefty matchup here.
Here's the 0-0. High fastball and inside. Ball 1, 91 miles an hour, 1-0 count for Blumenthal.
You just got to get out of this inning. These are the most frustrating innings when you give up a lot of runs. If it's a solo home run, you shake it off and get through it. But when you've given up 4 runs now and you still have runners on first and second, facing the cleanup batter, you got to get through this.
There's the 1-0 to Blumenthal. Swing and a miss and an inside fastball. Nice pitch. Strike 1. 1-1 count now for Blumenthal. Whittington went to Buffalo High School in West Virginia. He lettered in baseball, basketball, and football. And one credit to his name, he pitched a perfect game in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So here's the 1-1 pitch to Blumenthal. Way outside with a fastball. And runner stays on second base. Martinez was on top of that one to throw to second baseman, to shortstop, covering second base, but didn't throw.
So now with 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs, Whittington looking in, trying to find a sign. He's got one he likes.
All right. Checks his runner at second base. There's the 2-1. Blumenthal grounds that one to first baseman Trumbo. Trumbo makes the tag at first, getting the 3rd out, leaving 2 runners on base in scoring position. That ends the top of the 6th. Rockies now leading 7-1. Come on back.
After watching the Orem Owls hit home runs all night, it's time to have a great reason to run home. Nothing beats a Love Stack waiting for you. Oversized sacks from Love Stack may look like huge bean bags, but they are filled with extra soft Durafoam and come in a variety of designer covers ready to match any lifestyle. But just like the Owls, a Love Stack is something you've got to see in person to really appreciate. Come stack out for yourself at the Love Stack store in the Riverwood Shopping Center in Provo, or any of the other locations across the Wasatch Front. For the original and still the best oversized sack, there's only Love Stack.
Welcome to the Pepsi Theater Minute. Today, the story of Langusto and Pesto.
Ah, Langusto.
Oh, pesto.
Cacciatore, lasagna, gorgonzola.
Oh, linguini, la carbonara, calzone.
Scalupini, tortellini al pomodoro, bruschetta, prosciutto, ricotta. Pepsi.
Pepsi, cappellini, salame, pancetta, Pepsi, mortadella.
Calzone, Pepsi.
Pepsi, ravioli, scalopine, minestrone, prosciutto.
Pepsi e scalopine.
Linguini, cannelloni, maccheroni, gnocchi, gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola, Bologna.
Spaghetti.
Antipasti.
Parmigiano, provolone, mozzarella, Pepsi.
Langusto, calamari. Langusto, Pepsi.
Pepsi, food's good. Pepsi, it's the cola.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back to the Birds of Play. You're listening to the Birds of Play. We're out here in Orem.
Yeah.
Broadcasting this lovely game as we trail 7-1. The Owls trailing the Rockies entering the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Owls will be at bat trying to get a run or 2 back here, or 6.
We have a new pitcher out there for the Rockies. Coming in and placing Chaz Roe is Lindsey Webb. Lindsey Webb now pitching for the Rockies. Webb comes into the game with a record of 0-0, 5.87 ERA, 7 2/3 innings pitched so far, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks. So Webb now pitching for the Rockies. Webb, at his last outing, let's see what he did. What did you do, Webb? Tell me.
Well, Webb comes into this now, and Chaz Roe is in line for the win. With a 6-run lead, the Rockies want to save his arm some.
Sure.
You know, when you get a blowout like that, time to take him out. Unfortunately, that's another way you take him out to save the arm and go, I think you've done more than enough tonight. And Dallas Moore's going to lead it off for the Owls. Comes to the plate, grounded out, and struck out so far tonight.
First pitch is a curveball hitting the outside. Ball 1 for Morris. 1-0 count. No outs yet. No runners on base. Morris at the plate right now for the Owls. Again, Webb pitching for the Rockies. Here's the 1-0 to Morris, and fouls that one into net. Strike 1. 1-1 count. Webb's last outing, he did not get the save. No decisions made. He pitched only 1 inning, 1 hit allowed, and 1 strikeout.
No earned runs.
No earned runs. Here's the 1-1 to Morris. Another one fouled. This one over the right field wall off a curveball. Strike 2. 1-2 count for Morris. No outs yet.
Well, the Owls here have got 4 innings. 4 innings to clean up the mess. Trailing 7-1 here. They've had big innings and some comebacks in games prior to this. It's not impossible. There's a curveball that got away from him, very high. Now, was that the second ball? Or 2 balls, 2 strikes?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Morris.
Morris goes to the University of Louisiana at Lafayette, studying business management. There's a 2-2 grounder to the shortstop. There's a throw across the diamond to first base, and Morris is out at first base, grounding out to shortstop Wimberly. That's 1 out for the Owls here in the bottom of the 6th. Rockies still leading 7-1. Now batting is Mark Trumbo, first baseman from Anaheim, California. Trumbo tonight with a strikeout swing in and a ground out, batting .273 coming into this game. Trumbo's batting average slowly dropping from about 330 was the highest we saw it, and then it just continually dropped about 10 points each game.
Chipping away.
Very scary to watch. So no runners on base, 1 out. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Trumbo. Webb lets it fly. It's a curveball way outside and high for ball 1. 1-0 count for Trumbo.
You can bet there's not going to be some happy coaches if the Owls end off this game with 2 or 3 hits.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary so far. They've got to put up some more offense. There's a high fly ball out to center field on the warning track. Center fielder Fowler puts it away with 2 outs.
Makes the catch way back there in deep center. That's 2 outs now for the Owls here in the bottom of the 6th. Rockies still leading 7-1. And now batting for the Owls, Brett Martinez, catcher tonight. Right-handed batter from Redlands, California, popped out both of his at-bats.
And they were solid hit balls, both of them, just to where the outfielders were playing. And all the outfielders playing deep on Brett. Don't want to let anything get by him. But then again, with 2 outs, they can play deeper as well and give up the blooper ball. First pitch, curve ball, passed ball.
1-0 count now for Martinez.
We have a couple more updates around the league now. And Missoula, Billings now leads 7-0 in the 5th inning. All those 7 runs came in the 3rd. Up in Ogden's up 6-4 over Idaho Falls in the 5th inning.
There's the 1-0 to Martinez. Slow looping curve, catching the outside corner just barely. 1-1 count now for Martinez. Strike 1.
In Great Falls, Helena's on top 3-1 in the 5th inning. So, the teams that have been winning are still winning.
There's the 1-1. Curveball outside and low. Ball 2 for Martinez. 2-1 count now.
Looks like, who's pitching out there for them? What's his name? Webb. Having a tough time getting those curveballs to go in the right place.
Yeah. His fastball does it, but there's a 2-1 inside with a curve. Ball 3. This one way high.
Inside and high, yeah. That, again, trying to get that curve to fall someplace close to the plate. Yeah. He may make a mistake if it's not working for him. I'd love to see that.
Let's do it. Make those mistakes, Webb. This is Webb of lies. 3-1 count. There's the pitch to Martinez. Gets a hold of it out in the left field high. Going back on the warning track is Allen.
And that's off the... No, he
caught it. That was actually caught by center fielder Fowler running all the way to his right on the warning track.
I didn't think they were going to track that down, but unfortunately they did, and that's 3 out.
That ends the bottom of the 6th. Rockies leading 7-1. Come on back.
Everybody wants to be recognized for their accomplishments. From Little League to the pros, Employee of the Month to Salesperson of the Year, awards are a great way of saying you're a superstar. If you have a superstar on your team or at work, contact Payson Sports and Trophies. They feature a winning selection of awards, plaques, and trophies, as well as custom engraving and quantity discounts. Find them in your Yellow Pages or stop by at 15 East 100 North in Payson. Payson Sports and Trophy, blue ribbon quality and service.
Out and Back is your Utah Valley source for all your family's outdoor adventure needs. Serving Utah County for over 17 years. We have a wide stock of excellent gear and clothing from Mountain Hardware, the North Face, and Sierra Design, along with the Valley's largest selection of Chaco sandals. Whether you go camping, climbing, hiking, or mountaineering, we have what you need. Let us take care of you. Out and Back, 1797 South State Street, Orem. Bring in your Owlz ticket stub within 7 days after the game and get up to 3 pair of our $14.95 quick-dry nylon river shorts for only $4.95. Or mention this ad and get 2 pair of $6.95 outdoor socks free with any purchase over $20.
When a medical emergency occurs, the minutes it takes for help to arrive can be the most important minutes in saving a person's life. Do you know what to do in a life-threatening situation? Save a Heart of Utah provides daily private and public classes in CPR and first aid, including the new automatic external defibrillator. The classes are interactive, practical, enjoyable, and may just be the most important 2 hours you ever spend. Make sure you know what to do in an emergency. Call Save a Heart Utah at 582-7114.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in. We are in the top of the 7th inning. The Rockies are leading 7-1 over the Owlz. The Owlz have a mission almost impossible at this point.
With
not impossible, but
they've only got 9 outs to work with when they get back to the plate, but they've got to pick up 6 runs there. They've only got 2 hits all night.
So,
we were talking about Brett Martinez during the break.
Yeah.
He's had good at-bats, solid at-bats, good solid hit balls, not regular pop-ups, but line out.
Right.
And just unfortunate they're carrying just a little extra and not falling in the right spot.
Now batting for the Rockies is number 27, Trevor Allen. His first pitch is a fastball way outside, passed, and ball 1. 1-0 count for Allen. Still pitching out there for the Owlz is Anthony Whittington, just came in last inning. And here comes the 1-0 pitch to Trevor Allen, left fielder for the Rockies. Slow looping curve, catching the outside corner. Nice pitch and low. 1-1 count. Nice.
They've had trouble with Trevor Allen all night.
Yeah.
He's singled, doubled, homered his last at bat, had a solo shot. He's a triple away from the cycle.
Here's his 1-1. High fastball, swing and a miss. Strike 2 for Allen. 1-2 count already. Nice pitch there.
That's a good way to work on a curveball on the outside, slower speed, and then come back with a fastball high.
Like, I can get this one. Whoa!
That's a nice combo of pitches.
There's the 1-2. Allen swings on a low curveball, trying to reach for it low. Strike 3. So Trevor Allen finally strikes out swinging, and now the Rockies have 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Whittington still leads 7-1.
Whittington finally figuring it out, how to put Allen away. That was nice. So coming up for the Rockies now, Daniel Mayora, their third baseman. He's also reached base every time he's come to the plate. A double and 2 walks.
And here comes the first pitch. Fastball inside corner, catching it, watching it go by. Strike 1. 0-1 count for Mayora. Mayora sounds like a place. Here's the 0-1. Yeah. Grounds that one to shortstop. Heinley Stacia scoops it up. There's the throw to Trumbo and gets him by a mile. 2 outs now for the Rockies here. Nice play by Heinley Stacia, shortstop. 2 outs in the top of the 7th for the Rockies. Still leading 7-1 over the Owlz. Now batting is Dexter Fowler, the center fielder.
Dexter Fowler so far tonight. He had that triple his last at bat and drove in a run, scored a run. Other than that, he reached on a fielder's choice and struck out looking.
Here's the 0-0 to Fowler. Outside with a curveball, barely missing the outside corner. Ball 1, 1-0 count. I thought Fowler's he must be a switch hitter.
Yes, no.
No, because it's
was he batting left?
I thought so. Remember I was talking about his open stance?
You were, that's true. He must be a switch hitter.
The 1-0 is a curveball, missing the outside for ball 2. Here's the 2-0 to Fowler.
Maybe that's a recent development because it's not on the sheets at all.
Interesting. That one hitting the inside with a curveball, ball 3. 3-0 count already for Fowler. 2 outs, no runners on base. Here's a 3-0 pitch. Fastball outside and low, ball 4. So Fowler gets walked, 4 balls, no strikes. And the first walk for Anthony Whittington tonight in the game.
It looks like they're taking these innings 3 batters at a time because that's the 3rd batter. They got the first 2 out, and Brett Martinez now has to go and talk about how they're going to approach Ramon Rodriguez, the catcher for the Rockies, who comes to the plate now. 4th batter in the inning.
Rodriguez with a couple singles and a sacrifice fly, advancing a runner to 3rd, his last at bat.
Rockies have 13 hits tonight.
Jeez. And we have
that's only 6 2/3 innings done.
There's the 0-0, slow looping curve, catching the outside corner. Nice pitch, strike one. 0-1 count.
That's how he started it out against Trevor Allen and ended up striking him out.
Okay.
See if he tries another high fastball.
Yeah, in the inside.
Mm-hmm.
All right, runner on first, 2 outs. Here's the 0-1 to Rodriguez, slow looping curve, this time catching the inside corner, strike 2. Watching it go by. 0-2 is the count now.
Hey, that's a good idea, too.
Do that one.
Strikes on it. Looks like they may be going for the curveballs here early. Good possibility Ramon Rodriguez struggles against the curveball. Good curveballs.
There's the 0-2, slow looping curve, way high and outside. Ball 1, 1-2 count for Rodriguez. These curves are fun to watch. They're so...
It's a good loop there.
Yeah.
It's kind of a Barry Zito-style curve, and that's why Anthony Whittington was picked so high in the draft a couple years ago when he got picked up, because of that curveball.
There's the 1-2, inside with a curve, jams him up, drops strike 3, swings on that one. There's a throw to Trumbo at first, out number 3. That ends the top of the 7th inning. Rockies still leading 7-1. Come on back.
This is the true story of flying wolverines. Once there was a smart doctor named Dr. Smart. One day at Utah Valley State College, Dr. Smart met some wolverines who wanted to learn to fly, but they had no wings. Dr. Smart said, "I can give you wings," and he started a professional flight school for the wolverines. He saw how the industry was growing, so he made room for more wolverines in his school. Soon he had a full staff of instructors and a fleet of aircraft to help teach hundreds of wolverines in Utah Valley. There were hundreds of other wolverines, though, living all over the country who wanted to learn to fly at such a great school. Dr. Smart told them, "Wings for you, too." Then he did something very unique. He made aviation courses available online. Suddenly, wolverines living far away could train at flight schools right in their own backyards and earn their bachelor's degrees from UVSC. Today, thanks to Dr. Smart and UVSC's Global Aviation Program, there are flying wolverines all over the world. You can learn about them at uvscaviation.com.
This message sponsored by the Salt Lake Radio Broadcasters Association.
Today, more and more people are insuring their homes with us through Auto Owners Insurance. We'll provide low-cost, quality protection, claim service that is second to none, and if you insure both your home and car through Auto Owners Insurance, you'll qualify for additional premium discounts.
Find out more at Blue Mountain Insurance, located on University Avenue in Provo. Give them a call at 373-SAVE. That's 373-7283. Blue Mountain Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people.
KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks for tuning in. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Rockies are leading 7-1 over your Orem Owlz. The Rockies have had 13 hits on the night. The Owls have only 2 hits. And we've had a pitching change out there for the Rockies. Now pitching number 40, Rafael Sanchez for the Rockies. Sanchez, he's from San Juan, Dominican Republic. Last played with the Casper Pioneer League team. He is a 6'2", right-handed pitcher. Sanchez comes into the game with a record of 2-1, 2.87 ERA, 15 2/3 innings pitched with 17 strikeouts and 7 walks. For Sanchez, new pitcher for the Rockies. That's pretty good.
I think the Rockies really want to make it into the playoffs, and they're not taking as many chances in this part of the season as before. They shifted up their batting lineups a lot to give everybody playing time, and looks like they're taking it seriously now.
Now batting for the Orem Owlz, here is Billy Boyer, number 7, the second baseman. Bottom of the 7th, Rockies leading 7-1. Boyer at the plate now. 0-0 count, no outs yet, no runners on base. Here's the 0-0 to Boyer. And now when he cracks shortstop towards the shortstop and gets past him in the gap, past Wimberly into left field, and a single off the first pitch from Billy Boyer.
Boyer's on base for the 3rd time tonight.
This time from his own accord.
That's right. And Boyer does have 3 stolen bases on the year. Let's look for him to run. I'd love to see a stolen base, and then you just got to bring another run home. That's the 3rd hit on the night for the Owls. Only the 3rd hit here in the bottom of the 7th. And now Colby Overstreet, the designated hitter, steps up to the plate.
No outs yet. Runner on first base. Overstreet popped out and struck out looking. Here comes Overstreet's 0-0 pitch. Lets it fly. This one outside with a curve, ball 1, low, 1-0 count for Overstreet. Overstreet batting 250, 233, coming into the game. Last play with the Oklahoma City University. Here comes Overstreet's 1-0 pitch. Same place, curve, low and outside, ball 2, 2-0 count now for Overstreet.
Colby had a long streak where he was working counts, getting a lot of walks and a lot of good pitches by the end of the count. But now he's kind of slumped again. He had gotten up into the 260s or 270s, I believe. There's a high fly ball going to fall into the left field foul. Left fielder Trevor Allen underneath it.
Makes that catch all the way by the Owlz bullpen. And that one going foul just barely. So 1 out now for the Owlz here in the bottom of the 7th. Rockies still leading 7-1. We have a runner on first base, and now batting Josh Coles, the right fielder, Nampa, Idaho. Coles has reached both his at-bats as well, single and a walk.
Yeah, he's got one of the 3 hits on the night so far for the Owlz.
Yeah.
But coming into the game batting 184, he's doing very good to get on base both times. He's trying to show some patience at the plate. Does have some power. 4 home runs on the year.
There's the 0-0 fastball catching the outside corner. Strike 1 for Coles. 0-1 count. That one going low, just hitting the bottom corner. The outside. Coles a right-handed batter. So the 0-1 count. 1 out. Runner on first base. Coles batting 184 coming into this game. I think Chris already said that. I wasn't really listening.
You never listen, Joey.
What?
There's Listen and repeat. Listen and repeat.
There's the 0-1. Another fastball, this time hitting the inside corner and low. Strike 2 for Coles. Watching these go by. 0-2 count already. 1 out. Coles has 4 RBIs, 13 RBIs in the season, 4 home runs. And that mixed up. I think you already said that as well.
Coles won the Grand Slams earlier this year, I believe.
All right, pitcher taking a little break out there. What do I have on this?
I think all of Coles' RBIs have come on home runs, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2. But for the most part, he brings them all home, plus himself.
Rockies pitcher Sanchez. See if I have anything about him that's talking about. He was signed way back in 2001. There's the 0-2 pitch.
Fastball hits him on the hip.
Wow.
Doesn't seem to get him too bad, though. Josh Coles trotting down to first base.
Wow, that one, 91 miles an hour, coming in way inside. And now runners on first and second base. And a hit batter from Rafael Sanchez. And let's see. I like to look at that one.
You think he's moody?
Hit batter.
Do you think he's just a moody guy?
No, I think he's just going for the inside fastball.
Okay. Either it's inability to control himself, or
I don't know, Chris. I can't read their minds. If I could, I wouldn't be doing play-by-play. I'd be ruling the world.
Ooh.
If I could read batters' minds and pitchers' minds. Well, I don't know.
Maybe you'd be the best player ever, even if it hurt to swing the bat.
Then I would.
I know exactly where he's going with this.
So Sancho Smith now at the plate here for the Owlz. He's got a runner on first and second base with only 1 out.
What they want to avoid is a double play ball. Sancho Smith has struck out and grounded out so far tonight. Came into the game, hit 281. He's due for a hit. That's my prediction.
I agree.
For a hit, which would be nice.
Pitcher checks his runner at second. There's the 0-0, high inside with a curve, and catcher loses it, and runners advance to second and third base.
That was a sloppy play. Rodriguez took that for granted and was slow to get that ball coming up. Owlz base runners out there, Billy Boyer and Josh Coles, very quick to take advantage of that. We got runners on second and third.
Aaron Wells, trainer, and Tom Cochran, manager, coming out to the ump to talk to him.
Now that's interesting. Aaron Wells talking to the ump, making sure he's okay. For some reason, I didn't see a ball hit him or anything like that.
It might have bounced off his foot. That why Rodriguez couldn't get a handle on a catcher for the Rockies.
I don't know.
Interesting. So now runners on second and third. The 1-0 count for Smith, and 1 out. Interesting. All right, Smith ready to go again. Center fielder tonight for the Owlz.
Well, now a hit would be even better.
Yeah, man.
Could bring home 2. Smith does have 16 RBIs on the season.
There's the 1-0, inside fastball and high. Ball 2. This one Smith holds up on. Good job. 2-0 count now. 91 mile an hour fastball.
Okay, so
MPH. They call it where I'm from.
Love a good acronym.
Yeah. There's the 2-0 pitch to Santrell Smith, and this one fouled over the right field wall there. Strike 1. 2-1 count. 1 out. Runner still on second and third base.
That was a big high foul. Had that bat been a little bit higher up in the zone, that would have gone the other way for a home run easy.
Santrell Smith, in an off-season, works at a batting cage. He lettered in baseball, football, and basketball.
Is that right?
School.
He works at a batting cage?
True.
Hey, that's nice. Get some practice whenever you want to, and it's going slow.
There's the 2-1, and fouls that one over the right field wall as well. A lot of power behind that. Strike 2. 2-2 count off a high fastball.
Unfortunately, now he's been worked with some high fastballs, and he's susceptible to a slow curveball should Sanchez decide to do that.
Uh-huh. I think his name should be Miguel Sanchez.
Why's that?
That's the character from Simpsons. When Lionel Hutz changed his name. There's the 2-2. This one fouled high over the right field wall as well, almost staying in, and still strike 2 for Santrell Smith. 2-2 count.
First baseman Blumenthal looked pretty anxious there for the Rockies.
Yeah. Hopefully he's watching where he's going. Run right into the wall there if you're not careful.
I'm not usually a fan of injuries, but if it takes out one of the better players. I'm kidding.
That's mean, Chris.
That's
mean.
Nice job, Chris. Karma's going to come back to get me. That was a good aside. And a good, deep other voice. As if somebody else were saying that. That was
Jiminy Cricket. My conscience telling me what to...
No, Chris. Be nice to other people. My conscience has a deep voice.
There's the 2-2. Another high pop fly going foul into the grandstands. And Santrell Smith fighting off these high curves and high fastballs, so still with the 2-2 count.
Yeah, he's doing a good job to stay with whatever speed they're at so that he can at least fight them off this way.
Yeah.
So going back and forth with speed, now the pitcher Sanchez has to think about changing location if he wants to go inside or low. But Santrell Smith on these high outside.
There he gets him. 2-2 pitch is a swing and a miss and an outside curve, and Santrell Smith strikes out swinging. That was a good at-bat, though, a quality at-bat, as they call it.
Yes.
Fighting off about 4 or 5 fouls there. So now with 2 outs, the Owls still have a runner on second and third. Rockies still leading 7-1 here in the bottom of the 7th. And now batting back at the top of the lineup for the Owls, Bradley Kuhn, the left fielder.
And I love to watch these catchers go out. They're kind of like the captains of the team here.
Right.
You know, the pitcher's got to take care of the batter, but the catcher's sitting there going, infield, here.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to do. Outfield, shade this way. And he makes some signs out there, and you start seeing a little shifting, some subtle shifting.
There's the 0-0 to Kuhn, swing and a miss and an inside fastball, strike 1, 0-1 count. That's one of the rare times you don't see Kuhn bunting off the first pitch.
That's right.
Going on that one.
He looked, in his first couple of bats, he looked like he was trying to lay down a bunt with his first pitch. But now he's swinging. He's got to get that wood on the ball. He's had a walk tonight, a fly out, and a ground out. He did score the 1 run for the Owls so far.
Way back in the first inning.
Long time ago.
There's the 0-1 pitch to Kuhn. This time slow looping curve, catching the outside corner. Interesting pitch. That one coming into Kuhn, left-handed batter, and away, but looked like a little outside. So the 0-2 count now for Kuhn.
That's unfortunate, and it was a very smart pitch for Sanchez. To be able to throw that first strike is good. And now Kuhn's behind 0-2 in the count with 2 outs, but the runners are in scoring position on second and third. They've got to get these guys home.
There's the 0-2, checks his swing, and an outside curveball. Nice job by Kuhn. That one almost hit the same area, but he held up and called it for ball.
Good
so
idea.
1-2.
Good idea from Sanchez to stay sort of in the same location.
Right.
Maybe get Kuhn swinging, but outside.
Now, as a pitcher, wouldn't you just always, you don't try to throw it outside of the strike zone ever unless you're doing a pitch out or something like that.
No, you'll dance around the strike zone, get some of those to break away from the plate that are definitely going to be balls, but try to get them to swing at it.
There's the 1-2. That one a curveball outside, getting away from Rodriguez, the catcher, but he keeps it underneath his legs. Ball 2 for Kuhn now, 2-2 count.
The high fastball is a great example of that. You know, he means to throw it high, and it's out of the zone. But
they look so good to the batters.
Right.
I gotcha. All right, 2-2 count, 2 outs. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Kuhn. This one he gets a hold of right up the middle. Beautiful. And one run scored in.
Here comes Cole.
And a single with 2 RBIs from Bradley Kuhn. And now the Rockies lead 7-3 over the Orem. And Kuhn now with 13 RBIs in the season, and he is now on base with 2 outs.
Good job. Kuhn supplying most of the offense tonight. He scored a run, drove in 2, all the scores. He's had a hand.
He's had a part of. Interesting. That one right at the middle there.
What's that, 13 RBIs now for
13,
Kuhn?
yeah. Shortstop Wimberly and second baseman Young were playing way away from second base there, leaving a huge gap up the middle.
Usually that wouldn't get through so easily.
Right. All right, now batting is Heinley Stacia, shortstop for the Owls. Here's his 0-0 pitch, outside with a fastball, ball 1. This one hitting the dirt. 1-0 count for Stacia. 2 outs.
Struck out his last at bat, but singled and reached on an error before that.
Brought in Kuhn.
That's right. Over on first base, Brad Kuhn already has a stolen base tonight. Stolen base when he walked his first at bat.
There's a 1-0. Fouls that one into net in front of us. Strike one for Seychoff, a high curveball. 1-1 count now.
Kuhn does lead the team in stolen bases with 8. Following him is Brett Martinez, of all people, with 6. He's been stealing recently.
That's right, yeah.
You know, maybe Kuhn's giving him some tips. This is how you take it, man. This is how you take it.
You run, and you run fast.
And you dive, and you touch that bag.
That's basic. Here's a 1-1. High, pop fly, going into deep center field, and center fielder Fowler underneath that one, and that is out number 3. That ends the bottom of the 7th inning. Rockies now leading 7-3 over the Owls. Come on back.
The United States Air Force salutes the athletes competing in today's game. They know in sports, like in life, you have to step up to the challenge to succeed. If you have high aspirations and want to be part of another champion team, join the United States Air Force. You'll receive training in a variety of fields and become part of an elite group of men and women dedicated to the service of this great country. Call 1-800-423-USAF or log on to airforce.com. The United States Air Force. Cross into the blue.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Owlz broadcast brought to you in part by Ray's American Car Care Center, by Frederico Landscaping, exceeding your expectations since 1980, by the United States Air Force, Cross into the blue, by Bay Ling Insurance Agency, Payson's hometown agency for over 30 years, and by Triple T Heating and Cooling, comfort from our family to yours.
With energy costs soaring higher than an Owlz homer, it's important that your cooling system is working at peak performance. So call Triple T Heating and Cooling. We feature service and repairs of all makes and models of heating and cooling systems. And come winter, we can set you up with a warm, energy-efficient gas fireplace serving all of Utah County. Visit our showroom 1550 North Main in Spanish Fork or log on to TripleTHeating.com. Triple T Heating and Cooling. Comfort from our family to yours for over 30 years.
KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. We are in the top of the 8th inning, top of the 8th. Owls now trailing the Rockies by 4 runs, 7-3. Rockies in favor.
If the Owls can put up 2 every inning, well, they'll be tied.
We'd hold them. Now batting for the Rockies, bottom of the lineup, Maurice Loup-Adair. His first pitch is a slow looping curve coming on the inside. He swings on it. Strike one. 0-1 count already for Loup-Adair.
And still on the mound for the Owls is Anthony Whittington.
Yeah.
Now in his, sort of third inning of relief. He's pitched 1 in the 3rd so far. He's going to pitch the 8th here.
Struck out
his job last inning, striking out 2.
Yeah. Here's the 0-1 and cracks that one foul towards the Owls dugout. Strike 2. 0-2 count.
Whittington quickly up in the count here. No balls, 2 strikes.
I had a teacher once in high school that was hit in the teeth by a bat he was sitting in the dugout.
Accidentally thrown.
Swung out.
Ooh.
There's the 0-2, grounds that one to shortstop Heinle Stacia. He makes the scoop. There's the throw. It bounces in front of Trumbo, and runner gets out at first base. That was so close.
That was deep in the hole. Stacia was very deep in the hole, into the outfield grass, planted himself and threw it, and it was a hop pretty far away from Trumbo, and he got a good scoop on it. And the Rockies manager out there arguing the call. He thought he was definitely safe. And it was a suspicious call, I'll give it that. But they call him out, and I'm not complaining.
Okay, so 1 out now for the Rockies here in the top of the 8th. They're still leading 7-3. And now batting is Corey Wimberly, top of the lineup. Wimberly tonight so far with a double, a single, a ground out, and a pop out. 2 for 4 in the night. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Wimberly. Nice fastball inside. This time doesn't catch the corner. Ball 1. 1-0 count. That one barely missing.
Again, we've got some updates in the Pioneer League. Right. Now it is 5-2 in favor of Helena. They're them on top of Great Falls in the 7th.
There's the 1-0 fastball outside. Ball 2. 2-0 count.
Up in Ogden, the Idaho Falls Chuckers have taken a lead again, 8-7 in the 8th inning.
Wow. There's the 2-0. This time a fastball inside. Ball 3. 3-0 count.
And then out in Missoula, Billings increasing their lead to 11-0 in the 7th inning.
Here comes a 3-0 pitch to Wimberly, and that's I don't know what that was.
Oh, the fastball.
That was his fastball. Okay, it just had looked like it had a little loop on it to me, but my eyes are broken. And that hit the inside of the corner for strike 1. There's the 3-1 pitch, and that one's a fastball inside, ball 4. The same place Whittington's been hitting those fastballs on the inside of this right-handed batter, Wimberly. This one, ball 4, walks him.
And another base runner on. So far, the only base runners Whittington has led on have been for walks.
Yeah.
And coming to the plate now will be Eric Young, Jr.
He's got one out.
Yep. Sorry, go ahead. There is one out for the Rockies. Runner on first, Corey Wimberly, very fast guy. Eric Young singled his last at bat, struck out looking, grounded out, and walked his other appearances at the plate.
Here's the 0-0, tries to check his swing on an inside curve, but doesn't. Strike one. That one he knew he was swinging too much on that one, but I pulled back. See, see, I didn't swing.
Part of it is selling it, you know.
True. We can make it look like
that's one of the reasons Trumbo came up with that out at first base. He showed the umpire and kind of like, I got him. I totally got him.
Sure.
And with that confidence, like, he's definitely out.
Interesting.
So be confident, children. That is the lesson of the night. Exude confidence.
And you'll get what you want.
Yes. It's part of manipulating people.
So strike one for Young. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Goes for the bunt. It gets past him. Past ball. Martinez can't get a hold of it in time. And Wimberly gets to second base on that pass ball inside. Ball 1, strike 1 now for Young.
Ugh. Yes, 1-1 count for Young. Unfortunately, a runner on second base. Not many balls get away from Martinez, though.
No.
That one did because the bunt was right in front of his face, and it was already a breaking ball.
You never know where it's going to go.
We've got onesies on the board. One ball, one single. Strike, one out. Or singles.
Onesies. Second. There's the 1-1. And that's a fastball catching the outside corner. Nice pitch by Whittington. Strike 2, 1-2 count. That one Young just watched go by in awe, I believe.
Wow, that was a good pitch.
Look at that pitch.
Let's see what he's got next.
Right. Can't wait. Just sets his bat down and sits on the ground. Do it again.
I saw a pitcher, I think he was Korean, for the New York Mets, come up for his first major league at bat, and he stood at the farthest edge of the batting box with the bat on his shoulder. 3 strikes, he was out, and just walked back to the dugout.
Why?
Because he didn't want to get in there and swing. He's not used to swinging the bat at all.
There's the 1-1 pitch. That one he fouls into the net, so strike 2 now for Young. 1-2 count, 1 out, runner on second base. Young batting .263 coming into this game. Last played with Casper last year. 10 RBIs, 1 home run in the season for Young. Here comes his 1-2 pitch, and it's an inside fastball for ball 2. Holds up on it, 2-2 count. Got anything on that?
No, I'm waiting for it to be deuces, and it's just not that.
Deuces
There's only that 1 out.
Right.
Unfortunate.
Pitcher checks his runner at second. There's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, inside curve, drop strike 3, and there's the throw to Trumbo, getting him out at first base. Nice play by Martinez, getting that ball, almost got to the grass in the infield, and he got a hold of it. So 2 outs now for the Rockies here in the top of the 8th. They're still leading 7-3. Still got a runner on second. And now batting is Cole Garner, the designated hitter. He is 3 for 4 on the night.
Yeah, that's right. Single, a double, and a single. Drove in a run, scored a run himself. Not doing a bad job there in the third spot in the lineup. It's fun to watch how many things you have to be mindful of. It's not just pick up the ball, throw it to first. Brett Martinez had to look to Wimberly to make sure he stayed on second. You've got to take care of 3 things at the same time.
There's the 0-0. Slow looping curve outside, way outside, ball 1, 1-0 count. It's kind of like multitasking.
Oh, yeah. You've got a lot of multitaskers here.
And then you have to make that decision and then live with that decision, knowing that it affects the game. It's kind of like
you have to live. That sounds heavier than I wanted it to sound. No, you have to live with that decision.
Let it
like time travel.
Kind of like time travel. It's like
you
the
should
butterfly
have
effect.
That twig.
There's a 1-0 pitch inside with a curveball. Ball 2, 2-0 count now for Garner. So far, Whittington hitting the outside and the inside with his curves, missing the corners. 2-0 is the count.
You know, you break a twig when you time travel. Who knows? Maybe Noah doesn't complete his arc now. And then that's the end of all of us. Maybe that was the last log to finish Abe Lincoln Log Cabin Home, and we don't have the great president to abolish slavery. And
it's possible.
Because through that gap in the log, there's a lightning that strikes him.
There's the 2-0 fastball inside and down in the dirt. Ball 3 for Garner. 3-0 count. Still a runner on second. 2 outs. Whittington hitting the insides and outsides, missing the corners.
Yeah, he had it working for him in the first batter and the third batter of the inning. But now missing the corners. He's lined up to walk another batter here.
I think that's just natural. There's the 3-0 Fastball inside, pass ball getting past Martinez. It's a drop strike 3, and
Wimberly.
No, what's that? That wasn't drop strike 3.
No, it was definitely a ball gets past Martinez. Wimberly moves over to third base.
I see.
We got runners on the corners, and Tom Kochman's going to come out, manager for the Owls. He's going to talk it over with Whittington. We do have a pitcher up in the bullpen. I believe it's Madison, Tim Madison.
Why I was confused is Cole Garner ran to first base off of his walk, and I was confused. Why is he running? He just needs to walk. That's what it's called, a walk, Garner.
Right, but he's showing, that Charlie Hustle, Pete Rose kind of thing. He's running over to first, hoping that he'll have enough time with the pass ball to perhaps make a run to second.
Oh. Really?
Sometimes it works.
Really? Okay. 2 outs now for the Rockies. Runners on first and third. Now batting is Kyle Blumenthal, the first baseman. Kyle Blumenthal 0 for 4 in the night. Thank goodness.
He's a tough out. Comes into the game batting .374, but he's flied out and grounded out. Flied out twice, grounded out twice.
Yeah. Good. So he can make a lot of connections early in the count, but we got him. Here's the 0-0 to Blumenthal. Outside with a fastball and low. Ball 1. 1-0 count. 2 outs. Still got runners on the corners.
Blumenthal's the first batter that Whittington faced tonight. And got us out of that jam in the 6th inning.
That's right. Getting rid of the bases loaded situation.
I think it was runners on corners or bases loaded, but it was not a good situation.
There's the 1-0. Slow looping curve. Catching the inside corner. Nice pitch. Strike 1. 1-1 count. Blumenthal watches that one go by at 77 miles an hour.
Blumenthal only with 15 strikeouts in his 95 at-bats this year, so that's a pretty darn good ratio. 18 walks. Comes in with 3 home runs, 18 RBIs.
How many at-bats did you say?
95 now.
95. All right. 1-1 pitch to Blumenthal. Whittington checking his runner at first base. Takes a little break there. Blumenthal's from San Bernardino, California. Went to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo schools, last school he played with. That's all I got.
San Luis Obispo.
Yep.
Is that the one they call Cal Poly?
There's a couple Cal Polys.
There's
Cal Poly Pomona. There's a...
No. And Blumenthal calls time right in the middle of the delivery. They're going to say that's not a pitch, but Whittington threw anyways. Still waiting here. Then still 1-1 to count. 2 out. But if you go with the acronym part of it, San Luis Obispo, you've got Cal Poly Slob. Am I right?
Yes.
It doesn't matter anything in this universe, but I thought I'd say it anyways.
There's the 1-1, fouls that one off. Strike 2 off a high fastball. 1-2 count now for Blumenthal.
Well,
yeah, it works, but
I got you thinking about something.
No, see, you're making an acronym off of, you're picking a letter that you want. You can't say Obispo and just use the B from Obispo and the...
Oh, I'm using the OB from Obispo, actually.
I guess that's all right.
So it would be...
There's the 1-2, slow looping curve, catching the inside corner, and he swings on it. Beautiful pitch by Whittington. Strike 3, out 3. That ends the top of the 8th. Rockies lead at 7-3 still.
Okay, I have got to know, how do you keep your house so clean? You have pets and kids, and yet your house is always spotless. So tell me, what's your secret?
It's no secret. It's the Clean Home. I have them come in once a week, which saves me from cleaning on the weekends and gives me more time with the kids. The Clean Home is one of the best investments I've ever made. For daily, weekly, or monthly service, give them a call. They're in your yellow pages and online at thecleanhome.com. The Clean Home, because we all have better things to do.
Hey fans, have you poured concrete lately? Did you order 8 yards and only use 6? Did you have to pay for what you didn't use? Do you want an alternative? Then log on to gotconcrete.com. We deliver fresh concrete mixed right on your site from as little as a quarter yard to 8 yards. No more calculating exactly or ordering an extra half yard to be safe. We service customers from Santa Quinn to Point of the Mountain. Find us at gotconcrete.com.
If the Owls are going to compete for the Pioneer League Championship, they're going to need an ace on the staff to lead the way. If you're thinking of buying a home or refinancing, you need an ace of your own. Look no further than Ace Mortgage Company. Our creative loan consultants offer the best terms and unsurpassed professional service. We ensure you get the loan that best suits your needs. Give us a call today at 426-5757. That's 426-5757. Ace Mortgage Company. Absolute commitment to excellence.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Rockies are still leading 7-3 over the Orem Owls.
Last inning, in the bottom of the 7th, the Owls picked up 2 runs, doubled their hits total, picked it up to 4. They've got their 3 runs on 4 hits. And in this inning, we're going to have the heart of the lineup, Dallas Morris, Mark Trumbo, Brett Martinez. Last time they appeared together, they grounded out, slide out, and slide out. All of them having pretty good at bats, especially Brett Martinez, just not getting the ball to fall in the right spot.
Still pitching out there for the Rockies is number 40, Rafael Sanchez. So far, Rafael Sanchez has hit a batter, allowed a single, struck out 1, allowed a single RBI from Bradley Kuhn, with 2 RBIs, actually.
I'm really glad they're leaving him out there.
There's the 0-0 pitch to Dallas Morris, now batting for the Owls. High inside fastball, ball 1, 91 miles an hour. 1-0 count to Martinez. I'm sorry, Morris, pardon me.
That's right, Dallas Morris.
Chris. I said pardon me.
I got it. Hey, back off. There's no room in this world for angry people.
There's a 1-0 swing and a miss and a high fastball. Strike 1 for Morris. Swung hard on that one. 1-1 count.
Well, 2 of the 3 runs were scored, again, last inning on Rafael Sanchez. So the fact that they're leaving him in here, that gives us a chance.
Sure.
With some very big bats at the plate.
1-1 pitch, swings in an inside fastball, strike 2 for Morris. This one jamming him up, 1-2 count now. So take advantage of the situation, is that what you mean?
That's what I'd like to see happen, but Morris has fallen behind 1 ball, 2 strikes here.
Well, that means nothing. The next pitch can be anything. There's the 1-2, fastball, outside, ball 2 for Morris. 2-2 count now, no outs yet, no runners on base. Is it kind of like roulette, where the ball has no memory? The pitch has no memory. It can be anything. There's the 2-2. High pop fly going into right field.
That might have the distance.
Adair.
And over his head off the wall, Dallas Morris into second base with a standing double.
That one hitting the top of the wall out in right field about 312 feet away. And a double for Dallas Morris. Dallas Morris now has 17 doubles on the season.
Tied with Mark Trumbo for the lead in the Pioneer League with the most doubles.
Now a runner on second base.
Hit.
Yeah. Runner now on second base with no outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Rockies leading still 7-3. Now batting for the Owls, Mark Trumbo.
Well, that last hit also increases or continues the hitting streak for Dallas Morris. That's now 10 games that he's played in and hit the ball. Reached base safely on a ball.
In all 10 games?
10 games.
At least one a game?
Yes.
Wow.
And now batting Mark Trumbo with a runner in scoring position. Here's another man who hits a lot of doubles, 17 on the year, 3 home runs. So far tonight, he's flown out, ground out, struck out. Yes.
He last played with Villa Park High School. Mark Trumbo was acquired in the 2004 draft. He got 20 RBIs, 3 home runs in the season. Mark Trumbo originally drafted as a pitcher, then moved to third base. There's the 0-0 high fastball, checks his swing. Good job, Mark Trumbo, holding up on that high fastball. 1-0 count now for Trumbo. Again, Trumbo was originally drafted as a pitcher. Then they put him in the hot corner. He did so well there, they moved him to first base. And that's all she wrote. There's the 1-0. Curveball catching the outside corner. Holds up on that one, too. Strike 1. 0-1 count for Trumbo.
First base, not as hot a corner, but still
pretty darn hot.
Some heat over there. And
you got to be tall. From what I've learned in my short baseball career, you got to be tall. You got to be like a wall. And you got to call.
Okay. I knew you were coming there.
I was rhyming those. All right. Runner on second. Here's a 1-1 to Trumbo. Swings at an outside curve way in front of that one. Strike 2. 1-2 count. Swinging hard.
Yeah, he was thinking a fastball. He was on the speed for the fastball.
Yeah.
So should Sanchez decide to pitch the fastball somewhere around waist level, he's going to get burned. So he's got to stick with the curveballs or high fastballs. And even those, Trumbo's been doing better with, even though he's been slumping lately.
There's the 1-2 to Trumbo. Gets a hold of it, grounded to the shortstop, right underneath the runner, and this one bounces off of the runner. Dallas Morris going to third.
And that gets him out.
And he is out.
You cannot be hit by the ball in play if you're the base runner, and he tried to jump over it.
But it bounced off the grass into him.
It was a good idea. Kochman was calling him over, and it would have been great to get in front of the ball like that and cause a diversion. But it took a funny little hop up onto his leg. So one out.
And now a runner on first base, a single from Mark Trumbo. Does that he still gets a single for that?
No, he does not.
Because he arrived on a...
Right. It's kind of like a fielder's choice.
Okay. I gotcha. Just the fielders had no part in it. Here's the 0-0 pitch now to Brett Martinez, now batting for the Owlz. Goes a curve in the outside corner. He holds up. Strike one. 0-1 count. 1 out. Runner on first base. Martinez at the plate. 0 for 3 on the night. 3 pop-outs in a row on those well hit balls, but
yeah, just always very well hit balls.
There's the 0-1 fastball inside.
Well, that's too bad.
All right, ball 1, 1-1 count.
Getting the lead runner out, this also puts the 1-out situation and gives the Rockies the opportunity for a double play ball, which they'd like. You've got Mark Trumbo on first and 1 away.
Here's the 1-1 to Martinez. Inside with the fastball, 91 miles an hour, ball 2. 2-1 count to Martinez. Still got a runner on first base out there. Martinez batting .249 coming into the game. Played with the Mesa Angels and the Provo Angels.
What are you looking at? Martinez batting .299.
Oh, I wrote it 4. There's a 2-1. Slaps that one into right field. And a single for Brett Martinez. A beautiful hit in shallow right field in front of right fielder Lupe Adair for the Rockies. And now with 1 out, the Owls have a runner on first and second base. Nice job.
And should that last play with Trumbo and Dallas Morris have come off differently, that would have been a run for the Owls. But now the runners are on first and second. 1 out, Billy Boyer at the plate. Billy Boyer leads the team in home runs with 7.
Martinez's first hit on the night. And now Boyer at the plate.
He's got on base every single time he's come to the plate. Yeah. Scored 1 of the runs.
So
walked twice and singled.
1 for 1 then?
He is 1 for 1. Funny how that works.
Yeah.
1 for 1. Being at the plate 3 times tonight.
Yeah.
Walks don't count.
You crazy walks. All right, 0-0 count. 1 out. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch to Boyer. And gets him with a fastball in the outside corner. That one looked like it was going outside, so Boyer held up. Strike 1, 0-1 count.
Okay, Boyer's been good tonight. Let's hope that continues.
Yeah.
Again, very hot bat coming into the game, batting .419 over the last 10 games.
Behind him is Colby Overstreet on deck. He's batting .233, so just a couple. Oh, I have Boyer as .273. No, we were talking about Martinez, .299. Okay.
Right. Boyer is batting .273 coming into the game. That's lifted over his last couple games and hitting streak here.
There's the 0-1. And that's outside there, and runners advance. Ball 1 for Boyer. Now runners on second and third base with 1-1 count against Boyer.
An even more doable situation. Now, that takes away the double play ball, and that's very important here. The Owls have a chance to hopefully pick up another 2 runs here, at least, and keep chipping away at this lead.
Sure.
To possibly tie it up by the time we get to the 9th inning, or take a lead by the 9th inning and come away with this one.
So the 1-1 count, 1 out still. Runners on second and third base. Boyer at the plate right now. Pitcher checks his runner at third. There's the 1-1. Way outside with a fastball. Ball 2. Now there's another curveball. I can't tell. They're coming in weird.
I don't know.
The delivery's got
to
me.
Too.
Yeah.
Well, the catcher Rodriguez did well to get in front of that. That was almost another pass ball, which would have scored a run.
Yeah.
With Trumbo on third base. Again, Martinez on first.
There's the 2-1 to Boyer. High pop fly. This one going over the third baseman. And drops right in front of third baseman Mayora, and runners tag back up.
That is the second time tonight that Mayora has missed a pop-up fly ball into the foul territory.
He slipped on the grass over by the Owls on deck circle, and it dropped right next to his glove there. So still, 2-2 count for Billy Boyer. 1 out, runners on second and third.
Yeah, Boyer's got another chance here, and a good thing. He's going to switch his bat. Looks like the last one got a chip on it or something.
Yeah.
And he's coming back to the plate now.
The last bat was cursed by a wizard.
Really?
That had a hex on it.
That can be tough.
I read a book about all the Harry Potter stuff, and it's
of course that's popular right now.
Yeah, describe the differences of what a hex is, what a curse is, what a spell is. They're all different things. Here's the 2-2 to Boyer. Cracks that one down to shortstop, and his shortstop grabs it, throws it to third, gets the Martinez in a pickle, and tags Martinez out there by second base, getting out number 2.
1 run scores. Trumbo comes in.
Cool.
And they will rule that a fielder's choice.
Okay. So Boyer arrives on first base and a fielder's choice. So now a runner on first base, and a run scored in there. Does he get an RBI for that?
He
no.
Sure does.
He does? Good.
Yeah.
So Boyer now with 22 RBIs in the season, and now the Rockies lead 7-4 over the Owls here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Okay, now that takes care of Martinez over on second base, too. Probably shouldn't have run on that one. Yeah, but it was pretty far to the right of shortstop Wimberly. Could have made it through the hole, but he's got pretty good range.
Now batting is Overstreet for the Owls, Colby Overstreet. His first pitch is a fastball that catches him on the outside corner for strike one. 0-1 count, 2 outs, runner on first base. Rockies leading 7-4 now in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the 0-1 to Overstreet. Swing and a miss on a high fastball inside. Strike 2. 0-2 count now with 2 outs and a runner on first.
Overstreet's had kind of a rough night. Flied out. He flied out into a double play, actually. Struck out looking and then popped up to left, so he hasn't reached base at all tonight.
I think the Owls are working on there's the 0-2 pitch. High fastball inside again. Overstreet had a duck back. Ball 1-2 count.
Overstreet, look how tall he is.
Yeah.
He's like 6'5" or so. That's got to be high fastball for him to duck back.
Almost near his chinny chin.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how
got his little whiskers.
Where is that paper? There it is. Overstreet is 6'5".
Hey, nailed it.
Ding, 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 ding. So the 1-2 count now for Overstreet. 2 outs, still had a runner on first base. I was mentioning the Owls' plate discipline, not swinging as much and getting walked more often in this game than they have in a while.
Some nights are different with what KJ tells them. That one, way in the dirt, past ball, and now Billy Boyer's on second base.
That curveball hit the dirt way before the plate.
That barely cleared the grass. Wow.
So now Boyer on second, and the 2-2 count for Overstreet, 2 outs.
That changes what the infield is going to do because they can't go for any kind of a force out at second. They've got to go for the runner at first. But with 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, Colby Overstreet could single here. We've got a runner in scoring position, Billy Boyer, pretty fast guy.
Yep.
Got 3 stolen bases on the year, good base runner.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, high fastball, strike 3. And Colby Overstreet strikes out swinging. That's 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the 8th. Rockies now leading 7-4 over the Owls.
Are you hungry for great tasting Mexican food? Take a time out and stop by a local Beto's. Have you tried our burritos and chimichangas? People are voting Beto's food as numero uno in Utah. Beto's has 15 convenient locations in Utah. Most of our restaurants are open 24 hours to satisfy your craving anytime. Check us out on the web at betosmex.com. Stop by any participating Beto's location and receive a Vote for Beto's punch card, which could entitle you to free food. Holy frijoli! It's Beto's time.
I'm here at Utah Valley State College with new President William Cederberg. Mr. Cederberg, why is UVSC your choice?
UVSC is my choice because it's a dynamic institution. The faculty are very strong. It's located in a community with strong values, a community committed to higher education, and I think the future is extremely bright here. So as I look at it, I really didn't want to go to a school that was just maintaining the status quo. I wanted to be a school that was in transition, that was exciting, that was happening.
Okay. As president, what are your plans?
My largest job as president is to help the school and the members of this UVSC community establish a direction for the future and then to go out and rally support for that direction. I think the future is extremely bright, and UVSC is definitely my choice for the future.
KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Here we are, top of the 9th inning. Rockies leading 7-4 over the Owls, and the Rockies coming up to bat this inning against a new pitcher for the Owls, the 4th pitcher on the night, Tim Madison. Tim Madison now pitching for the Owls. He comes in with a record of 1-0, 9.35 ERA, 8 2/3 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. That's Tim Madison now pitching for the Owls, closing.
Now, Madison, well, the Owls in general, they had 2 innings where they gave up runs. That was the top of the 1st, they gave up 3, and the top of the 6th, they gave up 4. With the exception of those, the pitchers have been pretty good. Very good at getting out of some jams in those innings.
Yeah.
And coming up to bat first for the Rockies this inning is going to be Trevor Allen.
Right.
He singled, doubled, and homered.
He gets a triple.
He makes the cycle. Struck out his last at bat, though. He is 3 for 4 tonight.
Here's his 0-0. Slow curve, hitting the outside corner. Nice placement. First pitch there by Tim Madison. Strike 1. 0-1 count now for Allen.
Allen comes into the game batting .398 after tonight's performance. That should be just enough to get him over 400.
There's the 0-1, another curve breaking ball in the dirt inside. Ball 1. 1-1 count now for Allen. Madison comes into the game. He's from Jacksonville, Florida, 2005 draft. He's 6'1", right-handed pitcher. That's Tim Madison, now pitching for the Owlz.
Where did he go to school? He's out of college, isn't he?
I'll find out. Here's the 1-1. Gets a hold of that one out into right field. And caught by right fielder Josh Coles way back in the warning track. Hops in the air to grab that one out of the air. Nice catch by Josh Coles. I thought that one was getting past him, but he snagged it.
He almost misjudged it and came in and then stopped and went back and had to jump in the air to grab it. But good play to get it. Good athleticism and one down.
All right. So Rockies still leading 7-4 here in the top of the ninth. Now batting for the Rockies will be Daniel Mayora, the third baseman. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Mayora, way inside with a fastball, almost snagging his knees. Ball 1, 1-0 count.
Mayora comes into the game with so far at the plate tonight, a double, 2 walks, grounded out to shortstop, so he's 1 for 2.
Here's his 1-0, fouls that one down, strike 1, 1-1 count now for Mayora. Mayora helping out the Owlz a lot tonight, missing those foul pop flies. Thanks, Mayora. Here's
one of those turned into runs.
That's right.
Afterwards.
There's the 1-1, grounds that one towards the Owlz bullpen. Strike 2, 1-2 count for Mayora.
Even though the Owlz are chipping away here, now they're only trailing by 3. It's a 7-4 ball game. Owlz behind. A lot of their runs that they're manufacturing here have come off of errors, and the Rockies have allowed the Owlz to be in this game at all.
The 1-2 pitch is a breaking ball on the outside in the dirt. Ball 2 for Mayora. 2-2 count. That one almost getting away from Martinez, but no harm done. 2-2 is the count now. Tim Madison, new pitcher for the Owlz. He played with the University of South Florida.
That's right.
There's the 2-2. Fastball outside, corner, strike 3. And Mayora
doesn't like that.
Wow, he struck out looking there. That one just on the outside of the corner.
Good pitch, very good pitch. Well placed. And now we're into towards the bottom of the lineup. 7th batter for the Rockies in their order, Dexter Fowler.
That's the first strikeout of the night for Tim Madison against his second batter faced. So 2 outs now for the Rockies, no runner on base. Here's the 0-0 to Fowler. Fastball outside and in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-0 count. Madison throwing his fastball around 90, 91.
That's kind of fun to see him get a strikeout. He's only got about half the strikeouts for the innings he's pitched.
There's his 1-0, and Fowler knocks that one into right field. Looks like holding up on first base there. That one into the gap in front of Josh Coles, right fielder for the Owlz, and now a runner on first. 2 outs for the Rockies.
Coles sends a rocket into second base, though, so Fowler's going to hold up there and hope Ramon Rodriguez can do something to bring him home. We're hoping he can.
He is 2 for 4 in the night. 2 singles, sac fly that advanced a runner to third, and a strikeout. Drop strike 3.
That's right, and so we're hoping a repeat of last at bat. That'd be nice, but, grounder, whatever.
So would you call a cutoff man, you're throwing it in to keep the runner from going to first to second, and then a relay is just when you want it to go into another person to throw it to home. Is that the difference? Runner goes, 0-0 pitch. There it is inside. Martinez throws to second base.
Got him.
Out by a mile. Beautiful play by Boyer at second and Martinez. Man, that was beautiful. 3 outs now for the Rockies. That ends the top of the ninth. We come on back for the bottom of the ninth after this. Rockies leading 7-4.
Tacos.
Burgers.
Tacos.
Burgers.
What about pasta?
No time.
Sure there is. At Fazoli's, we can build our own pasta starting at just $2.99. It's super fast and super fresh. In about the same time as it takes for a greasy burger, we can build an Italian masterpiece like spaghetti and spicy marinara.
Spicy marinara?
Yep.
Fazoli's.
Cool, let's pick up Cindy.
Karen. Cindy. No, man.
Fazoli's, faster, fresher, better.
Insure both your car and home with us through Auto Owners Insurance, and we'll save you money. That's right. With Auto Owners Multiple Policy Discount, when you insure both your car, home, mobile home, or condominium, we'll save you time and money by consolidating all of your insurance needs with the no-problem company. Auto Owners Insurance.
For a free comparison, contact Western States Insurance Agency in Spanish Fork on Center Street across from City Park. Western States Insurance. Our customers are first class, just like our service. Find us in the yellow pages under insurance.
One of the unsung heroes at the ballpark is the groundskeeping crew, and it's up to them to ensure the field looks its best on game day. While your yard may not take the same pounding as the turf at a baseball stadium, it still deserves professional care. More Utah County residents rely on the pros at Frederico Landscaping Incorporated. They're now celebrating their 25th year of providing custom residential landscaping. For all your landscaping needs, including water features and grounds maintenance, you can rely on Frederico Landscaping. See their work online at fredericolandscaping.com.
Okay, I have got to know. How do you keep your house so clean? You have pets and kids, and yet your house is always spotless. So tell me, what's your secret?
It's no secret. It's the Clean Home. I have them come in once a week, which saves me from cleaning on the weekends and gives me more time with the kids. The Clean Home is one of the best investments I've ever made. For daily, weekly, or monthly service, give them a call. They're in your yellow pages and online at thecleanhome.com. The Clean Home, because we all have better things to do.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. We are in the bottom of the ninth inning, the last chance for the Owlz to take care of this lead the Rockies have, 7-4 over the Owlz here in the bottom of the ninth. Now batting for the Owlz, pinch hitting for Josh Coles is Johan Silva, number 40, Johan Silva, coming in to bat for Coles. Here comes Silva's 0-0 pitch.
Silva's a lefty.
And it's way inside with the fastball. Ball 1, 1-0 count. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's all right. I was just going to say he's a lefty, and they're probably going for the lefty-righty matchup. Josh Coles has been successful all 3 times tonight getting on base, but now he is out of the game.
Here's the 1-0 to Silva. Fastball outside corner, watches it go by for strike 1. 1-1 count for Silva. There's a new pitcher out there, a new closing pitcher here for the Rockies. His name is Andrew Johnston. He's a crazy guy. He's got 9 saves on the season.
He's the closer for the Rockies.
Here's the 1-1 to Silva. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Swung hard on that one. Strike 2. 1-2 count now. No outs, no runners on base.
And Johnston for the Rockies comes into the game. 16 2/3 innings pitched. 1-1, a 0.00 ERA with his 9 saves. Wow, that's intimidating.
He is from High Ridge, Missouri. That's Johnston, new pitcher for the Rockies. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Nope, holding up on that one, taking his time. Johnston has 11 strikeouts, 1 walk on the season. 16 2/3 innings pitched so far. All right, now he's ready to go. There's the 1-2 pitch to Silva. Lets it fly. Swing and a miss, and an inside fastball drops strike 3. There's the throw to first base, and Silva's thrown out at first base. That's 1 out now for the Owlz here in the bottom of the ninth. They now have 2 outs to get 3 runs and tie up this game.
We're going to have another change in the lineup here. Instead of Santrell Smith, we're going to see Patrick Riley.
So pinch hitting for Santrell Smith, Patrick Riley. Riley comes into the game, batting 271. 8 RBIs, 2 home runs on the season. Riley from Reno, Nevada. I believe he last played. Let's see, I always forget that one. He last played with the University of Arizona, drafted in 2004.
Right.
Okay.
We are down to our last 2 outs for the Owlz. It's a save opportunity for Andrew Johnston. This would be his 10th save should he pull this out. Got some of the silly, unfaithful fans walking away. They don't know what we're capable of. Come on.
Don't you know our powers? There's the 0-0 to Riley. Fastball inside, ball 1. He holds up on that one. Nice work. That one looked good. 1-0 count for Riley.
If the Rockies can score 3 runs in an inning or 4 runs in an inning, well, we can score 3 runs in an inning or 4 runs in an inning. Oh, yeah, sure, Skew.
Here's the 1-0. Fouls that one into the Owlz bullpen. Strike 1 for Riley. 1-1 count now, 1 out. No runners on base yet.
Riley's another left-handed batter. So now Johnston has to face 3 left-handed batters in a row, starting with Silva, and you got him striking out. Now Patrick Riley, and then following that will be Brad Kuhn. And here is the... Oh, we're at onesies again.
Yeah, there's the 1-1. Gets a hold of it, grounder. Pitcher grabs it and throws to first base, almost overthrown, but gets him out at first. So Pat Riley grounds out to the pitcher.
But a good reaction by the pitcher so that he could get that.
And to hop pretty high.
Yeah.
So now 2 outs for the Owlz here in the bottom of the ninth. Rockies still leading 7-4. And our batter right now, back at the top of the lineup, Bradley Kuhn. Tonight's attendance at the home of the Owlz Stadium, 2,352 people. Pretty good. Pretty darn good for a Monday night. We had our 6 for 36 deal tonight.
And that's a great deal.
It is. 6 hot dogs, 6 drinks, 6 tickets for $36. And I think we have that a couple more times.
I mean, that's like paying $5 for one of the reserve seats.
Yeah.
and then getting the rest of that for $1. And let me tell you, that doesn't cost $1 usually. And the first pitch
saved $12.
Wow, that's a steal. First pitch, fastball outside, ball 1 to Brad Kuhn.
All right, here's the 1-0 pitch to Kuhn, inside with a fastball, having to scoot back for that one, ball 2, 2-0 count.
Kuhn so far has walked, flied out, grounded out, but his last at bat he singled, drove in 2 runs.
Yeah, 13 RBIs now for Kuhn.
1 for 3.
So $18 savings up.
$18, wow, that's
pretty darn good.
Good grief. Well, that's total for everybody in the group.
There's the 2-0. That will get them in the inside corner with a fastball. Strike 1, 2-1 count. See, I think that gun is wrong, the speed gun, because I saw movement on that. I saw a loop. Am I just seeing things? That was not straight. There's the 2-1, fouls that one off. Strike 2 for Kuhn. 2-2 count, 2 outs.
Well, some of these pitchers, it has to do with the delivery, and that might make it look like it has movement coming across. If it's that 3/4 arm, some of these pitchers are even going a little bit below 3/4 arm, and that'll make it look like it's moving a little funny. You don't have... I know we've heard of one pitcher in the league, but I'm not sure about any others who have a cutter fastball, and that's very hard to develop by the time they get to the major league.
2-2 pitch, another one fouled off by Kuhn, this time over the left field wall, hitting it just on the outside tip of his bat there. 2-2 is still the count, 2 outs, no runners on base. Kuhn from Willowick, Ohio, batting .304 coming into this game, doing most of the damage tonight for the Owls. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Holds up, but it gets him with the strike 3 and an outside fastball in the corner, and that is strike 3 for Kuhn. He strikes out looking. That's out number 3. That ends the game here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Rockies win it 7-4 here in the bottom of the 9th. Come on back for a post-game wrap-up after this.
Oh, no. Oh.
Hello, you've reached the Satellite Emergency Service. We've located your position. How can I help you?
Yeah, I spilled my Diet Pepsi. The whole thing spilled out onto the side of the road. It's empty, and I'm still thirsty.
Okay, Miss Harvey, was the Diet Pepsi full or half empty?
I still had at least 3/4 of it left.
Mm-hmm. Are you walking or biking?
Biking.
How familiar are you with the area?
Not very.
You're facing southbound?
Yes.
All right, go 1.3 miles. You'll see a dog chasing a mailman. Take a right. There'll be a gas station with a mini-mart on the left-hand side. You'll be able to purchase another Diet Pepsi there.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
I don't have my wallet on me.
Double check your left pocket. There's some lint and $1 and change.
The Diet Pepsi Satellite Emergency Service provides you with the safety and security no other soft drink can. Subscribe today and enjoy Diet Pepsi wherever you go. Light, crisp, refreshing. Diet Pepsi.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. I couldn't figure out if that was under pressure or vanilla ice.
Baby.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the game out there. The Rockies win it 7-4 over the Orem Owls here in the bottom of the 9th inning. That's the first game of this 3-game series. And now the Owls have a record of 0-2 on this second half of the season. Final scores of the night, Rockies 7 runs on 14 hits, 2 errors. To the Owls, 4 runs on 7 hits, no errors tonight for the Owls.
Player of the game for the Owls is going to be their leadoff man, Brad Kuhn.
I agree.
Brad Kuhn was 1 for 4 with a single and a walk, but he also drove in 2, scored a run himself, and stole a base.
Right.
So he's the one doing the most of the work for the Owls out there to get them on the board at all tonight. Winning pitcher tonight is Chaz Roe for the Rockies. He came in at 1-1. He is now 2-1.
All right.
Stephen Merrick earned the loss, unfortunately, dropping him to 0-2 on the season. And Andrew Johnston picked up his 10th save of the season for the Rockies.
That guy's on fire.
And still remains at that 0.0 ERA.
Right.
Left-handed batters don't seem to faze him. He struck out 2 of them.
Yeah. Some other highlights that happened tonight for the Owls. The other run scored in for the Owls was behind Stacia with a single RBI. And we also saw the 17th double from Dallas Morris tonight. He's now tied for first in the Pioneer League standings with his 17 doubles, tied with Mark Trumbo. From Billy Boyer, we saw a single and an RBI, bringing in Brett Martinez for the run scored. And Boyer now has 22 RBIs in the season. A couple singles out there, Coles and
only
Trumbo.
7 hits in total on the night, but
that's about
a rough night at the plate for the Owls.
Yeah. The Casper Rockies did okay, I guess. Trevor Allen had a home run.
Did okay.
Did all right. He had a double, had a single and RBI. That's Trevor Allen. Dexter Fowler had a triple tonight with an RBI, and that did it for the Owls. You know, Corey Wimberly with a double, and when I look at that side of the paper,
what's interesting is they left a lot more runners on base.
True.
The Rockies did. So the Owls did very good to get out of their jam.
Right. We were in a bases-loaded situation and ended it just allowing 1 run scored in, getting out of the bases-loaded situation, which was a fantastic feat for the Orem Owls.
Good defensive work out there. And Brett Martinez having a good night, too. He threw out a runner leading off too far from second, also threw out a base runner attempting to steal second. So some good things to look forward to, but at the same time, the Owls do drop to 0-2 on the second half of the season, and we'll hope they can turn that around as they've got 2 more games here against the Rockies tomorrow night and Wednesday night. What have we got coming up there?
Tomorrow night, August 2nd, is eye black patches, sport eye black patch night. They're those little things that go underneath your eye to stop sun reflecting like baseball players and football players wear, but they're little stickers with an Owl's logo on it. They're pretty darn cool. We're giving those away to the first 750 kids that come into the home of the Owl Stadium. On August 3rd, the third night of our homestand, is another pin night by Orem City. The first 1,500 fans handing out a free pin.
And those are pretty cool.
Those are. They're very nice. And that will end our 3-game homestand, and then we go to Idaho Falls and then back to Casper for a 6-game away game. What is it called? Away stand?
It's a road trip.
These Orem Owls broadcasts are brought to you by the Clean Home. A clean home is a luxurious home. J&J Services, Got Concrete, All-Star Garage, Marcon Incorporated, Sportsman'sWarehouse.com, Ace Mortgage, Blue Mountain Insurance, SOS Staffing Service, and Escape Motorsports. I promised this guy, George at Stevens Henninger College, I would give him read him something out here. And did you know that Stevens Henninger College offers students of all ages a no-nonsense, fast-track approach to your education? Find out how Stevens Henninger College can help you achieve your education and career goals. Stevens Henninger College offers associate and bachelor's degrees in the medical, business, and computer fields. Stevens Henninger offers free scholarship assessments along with financial aid to those who qualify. Call and ask about what grants and scholarships you may qualify for. High school juniors and seniors, be sure to ask what scholarships are available. We offer small classes, hands-on training, work-friendly class schedules, and career services. So take a tour of the Orem campus located on Sand Hill Road, 1 block south of the Orem Super Walmart. It's right behind the home of the Owl Stadium. Or call 375-5455, 375-5455, hours from 8 to 8.
That was quite a long plug.
That's Stevens Henninger College. Those guys helped us out and coming to the game August 12th. One of the Georgia's going to be throwing out the first, or no, their president is going to be throwing out the first pitch. Hey, cool. So that ends it for the Birds of Play with the Wingman. Join us tomorrow night, same time, 7:05 is game time. I am Joey Hurley.
And I'm Chris Peterson.
Reminding you never to leave your wingman. Have a good night, everyone.